John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Back here on the Rich Eisen Show. Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales event right now and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong, because right now you can get great deals on our most popular models, including our adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, or the Tucson, or the Tucson Hybrid. On top of it, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech, and you can go all electric if you wish with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 9. So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you will love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details. Already been going back and forth with some of my Wolverine friends during the commercial break.
About? I bet.
You know, about biting nails against the Ohio State. And I just wrote survive and advance. It is that time of year.
A little close for comfort, though, right?
Page already turned, sir.
Who's up next?
Wisconsin or Illinois, which is the game that's going on right now.
Right at 0.
All right.
I admire your professionalism, because I know you were peeping the score as the second hour was going on, and you never let on.
Well, I mean, I know the Ohio State friends had a text all ready to hit the send on, and then they deleted it. That I know. Nothing would have made Ohio State fans and my friends that much more happy. Nothing's more delicious to them than to take Michigan out in the first shot at the Big Ten tournament.
Were the bubbles up in the group chat?
I didn't notice.
They hit him with 5 shots and he's still alive.
That's right. Thank you.
He's still
a lot so.
The bubbles were up in the...
The bubbles were up. I didn't notice. Doesn't matter. But they're not. They're not on the bubble. They should make it. They're 20. They have 21 wins and they're good, man.
Yeah.
So when Lenardi's like the SEC is going to have the most teams, get out of here. Get out with this nonsense. The Big Ten is the best basketball conference, hands down.
Wait a second. Are you questioning Mr. Brackett?
I am.
Dr. Brackett?
Oh, I don't have. I know I don't have. I know I don't have a lab coat.
Lab coat.
I'm not questioning him. He knows the bracketology. He knows college sports is a Southeast bias. End of story. It's an East Coast bias in professional sports and a Southeast bias in college sports.
Give you that.
That said, the Big Ten has not won. I think Michigan State's the last Big Ten champion in college basketball.
Oh, whoa.
I think Izzo's last, I think Mateen Cleaves.
25 years ago? No.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so. I think Mateen Cleaves and Izzo's Spartans were the last Big Ten team to win it all and cut down the nets.
Florida, UConn a couple times, Kansas, Baylor.
Keep going.
Virginia, Nova, UNC, Nova.
Yep. Keep going.
Connecticut, Louisville, Kentucky, Connecticut, too.
Keep going.
UNC, Kansas, Florida, UNC, Connecticut, Cuse, Maryland. Well, Maryland wasn't in the Big Ten.
Not yet. Nope.
Right?
That's right.
02. Duke. Yeah, Michigan State, last Big Ten.
That's it.
2000.
There you go.
Wow.
I know. It's been a long time.
Dang.
It's been a long time. They started off the century going, hey, this is going to be a great century. And then a quarter way through, nothing yet.
By the way, and before that.
Are they wrong?
I don't know.
Wrong.
Oh, you got it.
wrong.
Great new drop from John C. McGinley. I love it.
And before that,
Look
Indiana.
at you. You're trying to work it in there, Jay. Well done.
I was like, we're up against it.
Before that, Indiana was Keith Smart.
In 87, Keith Smart. So that's 2 Big Ten champs in 40 years.
It's time, man.
Dang.
It's time. See, everyone in the Big Ten, just root for Michigan. Your best chance.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Nice new drop. Way to take that for a new spin. Yep. That new drop for a spin. That drop's only 20 minutes old.
It's funny. Yeah.
Not even.
We work quick around here, G.
All right, everybody. Survive an advanced weekend has finally arrived. We'll chat with you on Monday.
Nice.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.tv. If you have the ESPN Unlimited plan, you'll get a $15 discount on the 2026 seasonal MLB.tv package. And if you don't, no problem. When you sign up for MLB.tv, you'll receive a 1-month free trial of ESPN Unlimited. Cancel anytime without losing your MLB.tv access. Get in on the action at stream.espn.com/MLBTV.
ESPN Unlimited auto renews at $29.99 per month after free trial unless canceled. Blackouts and other terms apply.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. In the second round of the SEC tournament yesterday, Tennessee defeated Auburn 72-62. It was Kentucky over Missouri 78-72. Ole Miss beat Georgia 76-72, and it was Oklahoma over Texas A&M 83-63. In the American Conference tournament, Charlotte beat Tulane 74-60. It was North Texas over Florida Atlantic 74-70. In the MAC tournament, UMass gave Miami of Ohio its first loss of the season by defeating them 87-83. In spring training, the Cardinals beat the Mets 3-1. Alec Burleson was 1 for 2 with an RBI in that game. And the Carolina Hurricanes drop a game to the St. Louis Blues last night 3-1. The Hurricanes are 41-18-6 overall, 24-9-2 at home. The Canes still sit atop the Metropolitan Division. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh! Pirate fans, there's nothing like a home game at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, and it takes all of Pirate Nation to make it so special. Season tickets are on sale now, starting for as low as $75 a ticket. Payment plans and other season ticket benefits are available to those who lock in their tickets early. For more information or to purchase your tickets, head to ECUPirates.com or call the ECU Athletics Ticket Office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. And we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey,
and we got left side.
Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Dunn, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM. In Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. We're online, pr927fm.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, here on this Friday as we watch college basketball all day. Keep you up to date with that, leading up to the ECU women in the American Conference Tournament tonight, 9-ish o'clock. As they will take on UTSA semifinals of the American tournament, 2 wins away from going to the NCAA tournament. We'll update you throughout the show on all the games going on and what happened earlier today. We got ECU baseball coming up at Clark LeClaire Stadium a few hours from now as the Pirates welcome in Penn, East Carolina, coming off a midweek for the ages. We will discuss that on today's show with Danny Beal, former Pirate reliever. He'll join us later on in the program. We'll talk about everything going on in the world of sports with Brian North. Tony Dunn joins us to recap week 1 of NFL free agency, his thoughts on how the Panthers came out here so far. Also, Morgan Ehlers will join us on the show, and Jonathan Ellerby talked to Jodi and Andy. Are you okay? A mental health chat, and we will air that interview coming up in hour number 2. Did I mention Harp? Alex Harper will be a part of our show as well. We got Shirley Rhodes here on a Friday. We got intern Carter. We got intern Zach back. Good to see Pirate Zach, a.k.a. Zach Lewis. And we got head of the table, Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. Jabone, a.k.a. the little guy, a.k.a. Little Finger, a.k.a. Doug In, a.k.a. Big Time. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Excited about today. I think yesterday might be the best non-NCAA tournament day of basketball.
Yeah.
I feel like there's maybe a little less games today, although there's awesome matchup. Maybe today's the best day because you got some great matchups going on across the ACC, Big 10, Big 12, SEC. Pick your conference, the WAC, the SWAC, all the conferences. So it is a fun day. We've already seen some finals earlier today. Ohio State put a scare into Michigan, but Michigan wins at 71-67. St. Louis had their biggest comeback in school history. They were down 21 points in the first half, came back, won by 7 over George Washington, 88-81 in the A-10. The Techsters, Louisiana Tech, beating Missouri State 69-66. in the Conference USA semifinals, and we got games going on right now as well that we will update you on. Also, our March Madness contest, we put 16 names into the pool, into the East bracket. Today we will seed the South, and you can jump in via the chat, or you can call 317-1250, 317-1250. In fact, we'll open it up right now. If you want to jump in and get a free lunch special to Cucinella's, call 317-1250. You'll win your gift card. You just got to come pick that up, and you'll be entered into our contest. If your team makes the Final Four, you win even more gift cards. If your team wins the championship, even more gift cards. So we got to fill out 16 between now and 6 o'clock. So call 317-1250 if you want to get in. Shirley will take your name, and simple as that. And also on the chat, if you want in, let us know. We had Jamie, Chad, and PJ from the chat get in on Thursday. 317-1250, call in and get into our Cucinella's March Madness contest. Checking in with the chat real quick. Intern Carter, the first person in the chat today, says first person in the stream might be unfair, though.
Yeah, he sets it up.
Hey, and I appreciate him setting it up. Thank you, Carter. Shirley's busy at the moment, so we'll do our own sound effects. Jerry says hello.
Hello.
He says we are the PRL chat gang. And Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Terry says AC.
American Conference.
All right. Jamie says, agree, yesterday was the best day of the conference tournament's best day could be the last day could be the best day if there are some bid stealers. That Sunday kind of sucks. There's only like 3 games.
Yeah.
It's like Big Ten, American.
AC.
So I'm saying today or yesterday are the best days. You look at the matchups today. Big 12 alone, you get Arizona, Iowa State, and Houston and Kansas. How strong is that? Big 10, you got Illinois, Wisconsin right now, but coming up later today, Purdue, Nebraska. It's a top 20 matchup. And then UCLA, Michigan State. Mick Cronin complaining about something. Tom Izzo's complaining about something. The Complain Bowl coming up tonight in the Big Ten. That's awesome. The ACC slate, Miami, Virginia should be a lot of fun. Clemson, Duke. Again, Duke, a double-digit favorite. I think it'll be closer than that. That's coming up tonight. SEC, Arkansas, Oklahoma, late night. Ole Miss, Alabama. And there should be Tennessee, Vandy. Battle of Tennessee coming up at 3:30. So, yeah, just awesome matchups throughout the day. Going to be a lot of fun following it. And J-Bone and Zach and company will be following some Pirate baseball.
Yeah, we'll be out there a little before 5 o'clock. Got ECU and Penn. Let's just play another 7. Let's get another run rule today.
Take the Penn. Pirates going for their 3rd straight run rule, their 4th straight win, if they can get it today.
Yeah, Ethan Norby on the bump, assuming that's how it's going to be if we're seeing the same thing we've been seeing. And the bats, man, bats are hot. 11 runs on Tuesday, 24 on Wednesday. I think that'll carry over into this week.
The old Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, nice.
You ever watch 24?
Yeah, I'm a big Kiefer fan.
Yeah.
The Cowboy Way with Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer
Harrelson.
You ever watch 16 and Pregnant on MTV?
No.
Yeah. My wife
was Kiefer Sutherland in that?
No, Kiefer was one of the baby daddies.
Oh, okay.
And this lady, they live in North Carolina, but I think she was from Mass. But she hated Kiefer, her daughter's baby daddy.
Yeah.
And it just said, Kiefer.
Kiefer.
Kiefer. All right. Anybody get that reference? No? Okay. What's the worst show you ever watched? You watch Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Hey.
I'm the dog.
The big bad dog. The bounty hunter.
You've been watching that a lot lately?
Yeah, we got back from the bar last night, me and my roommate, and it's like, we started recording it the other day, so I'm like, throwing some dog, and man, probably one of the worst episodes of Dog I've ever seen, where they spend the entire, the first 24 minutes of the show chasing down this guy, and then the last 5 minutes they get a call. It's like, yeah, he just turned himself in. So Dog's like, well, looks like we didn't get the job done today. It's like, you just wasted my time here. But it's great, man. It's trash TV.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people with no brains on the show and people with no brains watching the show. It's just a fun time.
Shirley, how many names did we just get during that little flurry? We got 4 names, so we still got 12 to go. 317-1250. It'll be open throughout the show if you want to jump in or get in via chat. But call 317-1250. Give Shirley your name. Simple as that. Boy, Wisconsin got off to a good start, and Illinois has gone insane. 28-13 the score. They're on a 23-3 run in the 7 minutes. So Illinois has taken a 15-point lead. Good grief, a barrage. And Wisconsin finally scores, and it is 28-16 in that one. Florida up 10 on Kentucky. They've pretty much controlled this entire game. And in the A-10 right now, I say the Bonnies run comes to an end. They trail by 2 to Dayton as they play just about at halftime in that one. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by the Buck. We need to head by the Buck this weekend and catch some basketball action.
So what's your plan for next Thursday?
It's a good question.
Because we won't be on the air. We'll be running the games.
Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, I'm just in my chair.
Yeah.
Watching all the games. I might do, since Lily will be out of school, maybe we'll do a lunch around 1 o'clock and try to hit a couple of games.
Yeah.
And do that during the day.
I am being dropped off at a bar at noon.
That's smart.
I will be picked up or taken back home at around 11.
So you're going to go all day?
I'm going to go all day.
In Zebulon?
Yeah.
All right. That's a great plan.
There's a pizza joint right next to the bar. They'll let you order and eat in there. Eat in the bar. It's nice.
I'll see if Chan Man's around or some buddies maybe for the 7 o'clock window.
Yeah.
Probably do the first, second, and fourth window at home and maybe do that 7 o'clock window in public. And that's the first thing I like to do, too. So they announce the bracket, and then late Sunday night they'll announce the times. I like to look at like my favorite windows, and what games to highlight and things.
Because
like
obviously you want all the games on at once, but you want to go ahead and circle something like this is the one I'm going to be mainly focused on.
Yeah. So I am pumped for next week for show. Excited about tonight as well. We'll see. Hey, Zach, find me a line for ECU women. I looked on one particular book earlier and did not see it.
Excitement time!
Excitement time! It's got to be out there somewhere. Kim McNeil joined us earlier this week on Pirate Radio Live. I am very concerned. So I don't have this information in front of me, but this has got to be true. For all the men's and women's D1 teams that made their conference tournament this year, ECU women are the last one playing in a game.
Wow.
That's got to be true, right? Nobody's starting tomorrow in their conference tournament. So they have the longest wait, and that makes me a little nervous. I think I might go first quarter under and probably take ECU's opponent in the first quarter. I mean, if they start out hot, great. If they don't, I understand why. A lot of rust, I would think. And I asked Kim McNeil about the rest versus rust factor heading into conference tournament play.
You know, it's good to have some days off. You know, this will be just our second game in 2 weeks because we had our bye week last week. So we're able to get some kids back healthy, you know, and get some mental rest too. You know, this is a long season. Basketball plays for a really, really long time. And sometimes at this point, if you're not used to being here, which we have a lot of freshmen on the team, you know, it can get mentally draining, you know, so you got to find a way to keep them excited and keep them going. And so we took some days off, you know, to keep them going. But, you know, I would say, you know, with this group going into the championship run, you know, 3 years ago, it was a team that hadn't won, a team that hadn't even won a game in the conference tournament. So kind of similar, you know, with a lot of kids on this team not experiencing a lot of winning and a lot of winning in a conference tournament. So, you know, it's about belief, it's about trust, it's about buy-in, it's about everybody taking their game up just one notch, you know, doing a little bit more, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, just come out and doing the little things that will help us be successful this weekend.
All right, Shirley, we also talked about some of the stars on the team. I asked Kim McNeil who else will she be counting on to make a little mini run here and win 2 games and go to the NCAA tournament.
I'll be honest with you, Clip. Our bench is going to be key. You know, our 2 freshmen coming off the bench, Taylor Barner, Olivia Hilliard. You know, I thought they played really well against Tulsa. You know, they came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench and allowed, you know, some of the, you know, Kennedy to sit a little bit. You know, not because she was in any trouble, but because sometimes it's good to just keep her off the floor, you know, the same way with the post. So if they can come in and give us some good, strong minutes like they did against Tulsa, that just makes us deeper. That just makes us fresher. And that just allows us, you know, to be able to have more threats on the floor. So our 4 kids coming off the bench are going to be key this weekend.
Give the guy credit, Jared.
It's not like he made it. It's already in there.
Carter, thank you, man. I appreciate you doing your job. What's your problem?
I don't have a problem.
You do. I said, hey, shout out to Carter. You said he didn't have it for the first cut. I said, yeah, he did. You said, well, it must have been at the end of the cut. Just give the kid a little credit, man.
Okay.
What are you upset at?
I'm not upset at anything. I'm pretty sure this is par for me.
Why don't you give Carter a little bit of credit?
All right, credit to Carter. Ton of respect.
But I want you to mean it.
Well, then we're going to be here all day.
A lot of respect, man. Just the ultimate, tremendous amount of respect. Just ton of so much great respect, man. Incredible respect.
So you have zero respect for Carter.
I don't have zero respect. I have some respect.
There.
We need a new cut. Some respect to the opposing.
A little bit, a tad,
a little bit of respect,
a pinch of respect. All right, fine.
The victory this week a little bit, if anything.
If anything, yeah.
Whatever, man. I just want you. You got any respect for me?
Ton of respect.
Shirley.
I mean, the greatest amount of respect possible.
Zach.
A lot of respect.
Carter.
A little bit of respect.
All right. Okay.
He did what he's supposed to do.
I know. And
are we supposed to prop him up on our shoulders and carry him out of the building?
For Carter, yes.
Okay.
Just the minimum amount of him doing what he's supposed to do impresses me, which is what I got in a little bit of trouble with that growing up. I made all A's and B's, all A's through 3rd grade, all A's and B's through 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
And then I set my expectations too high. So when I started coming home with them C's, it was trouble. And I was like, my main problem here was doing too good too early.
So you're saying I should lower my expectations for Carter?
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
100%.
I mean, kid's got a 4.1 GPA.
We know that's not real. But not everybody's on the same plate.
He's going to pull it up like, we know the numbers right.
Yeah, we
just don't believe that.
Yeah. It's a phony 4.2 or whatever. We get it, man. What's that 3.6 mean? Turn your mic on. All right. Fine. Hey, good job.
Yeah.
Shirley's on the phone.
Hey, credit.
You didn't hit the... Way to go, Carter.
Thumbs up. See, I'll give credit to that. That's smart.
Carter, this is your...
Now she's off the phone.
This is the best segment you've ever had.
Now she's not talking.
All right. What's the 3.6 mean?
Unweighted. There's weighted and unweighted.
I don't know what any of that means. Zach?
Weighted is on a 5-point scale. Unweighted is on a 4-point scale.
Well, damn. A 5-point scale, my number would have been a lot higher.
That includes honors and AP.
All right. Adrian Peterson? What's he got to do
Antonio Pierce. So this is complete failure.
Shirley, did we get more entries?
Yes, we have a total of 6 now.
All right. We still need 10 more. 10 more.
My entire family tree's calling.
Good.
Yeah. His aunt and his mom called yesterday. His uncle and his dad called today.
Good. All right. There he is.
He's got the whole tree.
They're going to be eating a lot of Cuccinellas, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So 10 more, 317-1250 if you want to get in our Cuccinellas March Madness contest. Let's take a break. Brian North will join us next. We'll talk conference tournament basketball. We'll talk Pirate Hoops. We'll talk everything in between on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Carter looking to be the MVP of today's show. Can he keep it rolling? We'll find out after this.
March Madness, everybody. Can you feel it?
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 p.m. this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run, you could win an additional $50 to $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win. Thanks to Cucinella's with locations Midtown across from Best Buy and downtown across from Sup Dogs and online at Facebook and Instagram. Pirate Radio, your station for winners and your home for March.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
The 9th annual NC Pirate Classic is back. Coming Saturday, April 4th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, the Dixie Deer Classic, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine and Outdoor Shop, Mountain Dew, Country Mart, Moultrie Cameras, Carolina Ice, Simply Natural Creamery, Fox Brothers Construction, BAM Pest Control, Doug Henry of Farmville, American Threads, Corey Kennedy State Farm, and the Robinson Law Firm. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. We'll see you there.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
Did you know that 1 in every 31 children born in North Carolina is diagnosed with autism? It's more than just a statistic. It's a call to action. The Autism Society of North Carolina offers assistance and support programs that improve lives for autistic children and adults. And you can help the Autism Society of North Carolina through the Eastern Run Walk for Autism on Saturday, March 28th at Pitt Community College. Run, walk, form a team, or donate. Make a difference in someone's life. Visit easternrunwalkforautism.com and sign up today.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, it's a game of runs in Chicago. as Wisconsin has cut into that Illinois lead. Peja Stojakovic's kid just hit a free throw to make it 30-25. Illinois with the lead in that one. Kentucky trying to fight back here, running out of time, but they have cut the deficit to 6. Florida 62, Kentucky 56. With 2:35 left to go in that one. All these scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. All right, let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line. If you are looking to sell your house fast without making repairs, the Turner Home Team is the team for you. They are a local home buying company. They buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. Joining us on that Turner Home Team live line is Brian North, WCTI, to talk about everything going on. North, how you doing, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing well. I want to talk sports, but let's start with some politics. What were you doing with the mayor today? Are you asked if you were potentially running for vice mayor of Greenville?
Yeah, PJ Conley swung down to our New Bern studios. We started this new TV program called Beyond the Headlines, where it just gives us a chance to do sit-down interviews with politicians instead of your 10-second sound bites. You have long-form interviews just to talk about things, and we were able to sit down for about 20 minutes with PJ just to reminisce about the baseball days and how he got into politics and how politics has kind of changed him and his vision for Greenville and his family. And, he's got the kids coming up playing youth sports and stuff. So it was just a really good chance to get to know him in a little bit better, more controlled environment than right after a city council meeting or when there's controversy going on about big flags. So it was a really good time and very insightful with the former ECU baseball pitcher.
Yeah, I don't think he's turned into a lunatic politician yet, so I'm glad to see that. See, very nice, normal dude, and I think a guy that you would want in politics. I enjoy talking to PJ anytime I get a chance. North, let's talk about March Madness, and I feel comfortable in saying this. I don't have the numbers or stats or facts in front of me, but of all the men's and women's teams that made it to a conference tournament this year, I'm going to say the ECU women will be the last one to play. They don't play until late night tonight. They've waited. Hell, conference tournament started last week. They are waiting until tonight to play their first game. Talked about it with Kim McNeil earlier this week. The more I think about it, the more I don't like it, Brian. I love being in the semis, but good grief. The first quarter could be a little ugly tonight. I think they'll show a little rust, and hopefully they can come out quick. But that is a long layoff and a long time to wait even today to play a game.
If you are a team that, unless you're like supremely talented, you're playing in a different environment, a different arena, and you're right. There's rust that goes on there, and there's just familiarity with the court, and the other team's already been able to play a few games and kind of got that under their belt a little bit. I have always hated those type of things, those buys or those double buys, unless you are just so much more talented than everybody else. That's always something I think you have to look out for, and you hope you don't take too long to get heated up and find the avenue to success for you that you've had all season.
Yeah, I got UTSA tonight as East Carolina. Now, just 2 games away, 2 wins away from going back to the NCAA tournament as they did a few years ago. ACC tournament, Brian, had a chance for Carolina Duke Part 3, but Clemson had something to say about that. The Tigers beating the Tar Heels last night. They will play Duke late night tonight. Virginia, NC State was an awesome game yesterday. Really, really fun game. Virginia kind of controlled it, but State just would not go away and made the Cavs work for that win. They will take on Miami, who had a nice win against Louisville. I know the last couple of years, maybe last year specifically, the ACC was down, but seems to maybe be back, Brian, as you got 4 good teams going at it tonight.
Yeah, and all of them were able to rebuild, and this day and age now, you don't trend very long anymore if you're able to find the money to help rebuild your roster. And so with the ACC, I think they've done that. And so, look, Duke has looked great. They're even a little short-handed without having Caleb Foster and their big man down low. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do and what they can come up with and as they try to wait for those guys to come back to the NCAA tournament. But Duke's always loved winning the ACC, and I think they'd love to put that banner up there as well. Clemson is a team that has not had a lot of great success in the ACC tournament. They would love to get a rare notch in their belt when it comes to that. And the seeds are holding up with Miami. Look, Miami did it in football. Now they're doing it in basketball. And sometimes money can buy you championships, right? They certainly have put a lot of money into their sports programs. So a good ACC tournament. Seeds holding up like they're supposed to so far. And we'll see how it plays out over the weekend. But we could have two really good games tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Big 12 as well. And I said this year, if I could go to one tournament, it'd usually be the Big East tournament, mainly for the arena and not so much for the teams. But this year, it would be the Big 12. And how about the heavyweight fights there? Iowa State and Arizona tonight. After that, Kansas and Houston playing on that controversial LED court there, which I guess they're going to go away from that now. I'm reading some headlines about that, but some great basketball going on in the Big 12, and I've got futures on Houston and Arizona to win it all. I wish I could take every team and have Michigan and Duke and Florida in there as well, but I'm going Big 12 to win it all this year, North. What do you think?
Yeah, that's that conference. I'm still trying to get used to all those teams in that conference, but no, they are certainly built for success this year with those basketball playing teams, and that's one of those where everybody's so good, you're not surprised with who's going to win the tournament because they all kind of stack up well against each other and beat up each other during the regular season. But they're going to have a big representation in the NCAA tournament, that's for sure.
Brian North joining us. I talked to Danny Beal. We're in that interview later today. I asked him how much of the World Baseball Classic he's watching, and he said a ton. And I said, I'm watching none, unfortunately. But he says they set it up perfect. I guess the finals are coming up next Monday and Tuesday. So while we're in between Selection Sunday and the tournament starting, we'll want some sports, and that'll fill the gap very nicely. Have you followed that at all, Brian?
Very little, only through what people are posting on social media when Ariel Epstein goes off on her tangent, and so I'll follow some of that. But I really, it has not been a thing on my radar. That I remember the first year they did it, I was interested, but ever since then, it's always been kind of like spring training baseball for me. I haven't really paid attention to it that much, despite everybody telling me how important it is and how much that the players are into it for national pride. And yes, Cal Raleigh, who once spent a year in Greenville, and how he wouldn't shake his
teammate's hand.
And I thought that was. So that stuff I'm paying attention to, but watching the baseball itself, I have not watched one bit of it. And look, I'm more into basketball this time of year. I'm kind of the old school traditionalist that way, and it has to be something really good to get my attention. And with all the other distractions I have between work and family now, it has to be something really great, and I don't know of anything in the World Baseball Classic that'll get me to watch it. But I'll pay attention to the results, and I'll pay attention to some of the storylines that are happening.
How's Luke been spending his time? Is he Charlotte, Winston-Salem, none of the above? What's he been up to?
Yeah, all of the above. He started in Charlotte, went and saw NC State play and take on Virginia. Then he buzzed up to watch the Pamlico women set infamous records in the NCHSAA state championships with the largest margin of defeat and maybe fewest points ever scored in a championship, with only getting 15. And then he's back there today for Kinston's boys, playing at 5 o'clock tonight.
There we go. Kinston Vikings in action. ECU baseball, Brian, setting some records this week, just blowing out teams, 24 runs in the win over William and Mary, and a run rule on Tuesday against Old Dominion. And I keep saying this, like, you can say they're beating up on lesser competition, but just go look at the scores of these midweek games. Look how much State has struggled midweek. Look how much these teams across the country lose a midweek game. So I'm not going to apologize for any midweek win or a 20-run midweek win either. So impressed with what the Pirates did. We'll see if they can continue to beat up on lesser opponents when they get pinned this weekend at home.
I would say that their early season tough scheduling, and even going to Coastal Carolina last week, playing a wounded Chanticleer team, I think it just kind of made them sharper. So when they do face a team that may not be as talented, you should beat up on them by 20 runs, right? I mean, I think that's when you're a good team, you do that, and I think that's early season schedule has kind of set them up for that. On the flip side, I think NC State's early season schedule kind of set them up to have some struggles, and they get beat by Elon and struggle in their ACC opener. So I just kind of think competition, the old iron sharpens iron thing, I think really came true. We're seeing that so far with college baseball. And I think with ECU, yeah, they're going to take it. If they can have the end result of the year, because their league competition is not going to be that great either. So I think for them, that early season schedule was important to set the tone for the season.
Brian North joining us. Brian, with all the hoops going on with the baseball, heck, let's throw in some football too. Got spring football beginning next week for East Carolina. I guess thing I want to accomplish first is figure out who the hell's on the team and get some names and some numbers and learn this roster. But secondly, what storylines, position groups, I'll even leave quarterback open for you to choose that option. But what are you kind of looking forward to maybe getting a few answers on during spring football for ECU?
Yeah, just seeing what quarterbacks can throw the ball and if they can find people, what the offense is going to look like with new offensive coordinator. I think it really is just simple stuff like that of just who is on the team, right? You got to go back to the old days of putting the tape on the helmet with a name on it so the coaches can figure out who guys are. And I think for fans, and this is the thing with spring football now, it's limited now with where the media can do, and a lot of teams not having spring games. So a lot of times you don't even know now. You're not getting the information out of spring like you used to because everybody's trying to keep it a big old secret for what they have in the fall. So I'm just curious if we're going to get any real information out of just getting a little video of seeing what the quarterbacks look like when they get out on the field.
Yeah, last year Jarrett put out a video of Javante Connor making some great plays, and or one specific great play. And that led to Wake Forest contacting Connor, and it led to the ECU coaching staff saying, hey, maybe just put out videos of guys we already know, kind of, maybe not the hidden gems. But now without that portal window, I was just talking to Jared about this, maybe we can actually show some highlights of some new guys because nobody can tamper with them until after the season this time.
Or at least start sending their secret messages during the season. But there's no advantage for them to leave the team at that point. So, no, it's we're learning as we go with all of this. We keep making these new rules because of all these things, and the media is impacted. And they tell us, you can't show wide stuff, can't show formations, and you have to kind of play by those rules if you want to have any kind of access, because this is how things go now. It's not the old days of the media being the ones who you need them there to spread your brand and to give fans access and be the conduit. Now there's so many other areas for them to get to. They can limit the media contacts and control their own media that way. And so it's a different world than what we used to be in.
That it is. Brian, we will be airing wall-to-wall NCAA tournament games next Thursday and Friday on Pirate Radio. Might try to hook up with you Wednesday just to break down your bracket a little bit. So if you can get a few minutes then, we'll do that.
Sure, that'd be great. It means I'll actually have to fill out a bracket, which is good. It'll motivate me.
All right, have that done by Wednesday, and we'll talk to you next week. North, have a great weekend, man, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, sounds good, Clipper.
All right, there is Brian North joining us. Shirley, can I get a go Gator, if you don't mind?
Go Gator.
Florida has knocked off Kentucky 71-63.
Percy Harvey, Coach Urban Myers.
Percy Harvey.
Tim
Tebow, I believe she said. Florida advances to the semis. They'll take on the Vandy, Tennessee winner. Right now, Wisconsin cut into the Illinois lead, but it is 36-30 Illini at the half. And Dayton leading the Bonnies, St. Bonaventure, by 1 in the second half, 35-34 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Talked to Brian there about spring football, and we'll throw out our what storylines you looking for, position groups, players, that stuff. We'll do a little preview with Andrew Bays coming up Monday on Pirate Radio Live, see what he is most curious about heading into spring ball, and we'll talk about it next week, Jared. But are you excited to add a little football to the mix?
Yeah, starts at 9:00. I'm not excited about that, but I'm
not excited about bleed right now.
I'm not excited about right now.
No, I mean, look, it all starts with the quarterback position, and that is the big question mark for this team. Got 2 new coordinators. Want to see how this offense looks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the defense probably going to look about the same, but some new faces. So it's all about getting out there, learning who's who. There's probably going to be some number changes from people coming back. Anthony Smith last year, it took about a couple weeks to find out he was number 9. I was like, man, this number 9 guy, he is going to be great for us. And I'm like, where's
Imagine number 9 and Anthony Smith together.
Yeah. I was like, did I forget that Anthony Smith departed the program or something. And then I was like, well, either way, we got this number 9 guy. And then, found out that was him.
Yeah, number changes, another thing we'll have to keep an eye on for next week when spring ball begins. Unfortunately, we'll be able to get pictures and video early morning next week, but won't hear from Blake Harrell until 2 Mondays from now, I believe. So it'll kind of be radio silence next week.
And we'll hear from the coordinators.
For the first time. On a date. In March, maybe.
In March, did I misread that?
Will we ever hear from them? Are they mute?
April 6th.
Oh, my God. All right, we'll have a lot of answers by then. So, they'll be able to tell us everything.
We'll have a lot of questions.
Yeah, they'll have a lot of answers by then.
Yeah, and then Pro Day coming up as well. That is March 24th.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
That'll be fun.
Always excited to be a part of the draft process, even it is the most minuscule part of it.
And you won't be here.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. We were setting up something for March 24th, and you said you wouldn't be able to be here on Tuesday, March 24th.
Well, I mean, the Duke game isn't until later in the day, so I can come to Greenville, even though it makes kind of no sense to come here and then go.
That's what's that.
Yeah.
That day.
But I'm not going to miss Pro Day.
You wouldn't miss that for the world.
Mm-mm.
All right, Shirley, how many spots do we have left for the South region? If you want a free Cucinella's lunch and you want the opportunity to win even more and have a rooting interest in this year's tournament, all you got to do is call 317-1250, jump in our March Madness promotion. We seeded the East yesterday. We're going to do the South today. How many spots do we have left today?
We have 7 left.
All right, so 7 spots still available, 317-1250 if you want to jump in. If you are watching us on YouTube and you want in, you can get in that way as well. Just say you want in. Simple as that on YouTube. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and have more for you. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this timeout. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We offer service specials and coupons, monthly deals to help you save. We also offer our customers pickup and drop-off services, convenient scheduling for your busy life. We'll help you get the service you need with your busy schedule.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
What's going on, guys? This is Inky Johnson. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jared's mad.
Well, they're putting the IndyCar race on Fox when NASCAR is clearly superior, and we get pushed to FS1.
What's on Fox?
The Grand Prix of...
Wait, or is it at the same time?
No, but like, what else is going on Sunday at 4 o'clock?
Well, the Big Ten, they're going to have their championship on CBS. Is there basketball? I don't know. I don't know what's on.
It kind of just makes me mad.
Yeah. Hey, man, if that's the only thing making you mad, you're doing all right.
It's not.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm doing fine, man. I'm blessed. It's just some things kind of grind my gears.
Some things can be improved across this great land that we call America.
Used to be great.
Oh. Well, I understand they're trying to make it great again, apparently.
I don't think that's working out too well.
All right. How about the American itself?
Basketball stinks.
Tulsa needs a wake-up call.
Yeah, down 12-0.
12-0, went to 14-0, now 17-6.
Jeez.
5 minutes into the game, North Texas all over Tulsa in the American tournament. Earlier today, Charlotte. Hey, look, we stunk last year, turned it around. Hey, why not us? Why can't we do that next year? Charlotte will find themselves in the semis after beating UAB earlier today. You've got Dayton with a 3-point lead over St. Bonaventure in the Atlantic 10 tournament. Illinois, Wisconsin still at half with Illinois up. So keeping you up to date with what's going on. Late last night, North Carolina loses to Clemson.
Yeah.
So it'll be Clemson-Duke tonight. Miami, Virginia. That's a really good ACC semifinal.
Yeah, two great ACC games last night. Florida State coming out being competitive. The same score for both, 80-79. That was a fun night.
Man, I knew that was too many points, but they do like Duke. And sometimes I think if it looks too obvious, it is obvious.
Yeah, I mean,
last night was obvious. I feel like tonight's obvious. Duke, yeah, which I think I saw it higher than it is now, like 10.5 now.
Yeah,
I would still take Clemson.
Absolutely. I mean, look, this is This is postseason basketball.
Yeah.
This isn't just some Tuesday in Cameron Indoor.
Correct.
This is the ACC tournament in the Spectrum Center, the mecca of basketball, the Spectrum Center.
The Specca.
The Specca.
They call it.
I mean, look, man, the lights are the brightest in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, and somebody's looking for that crown.
Good promo for the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the Hornets to be back home.
Yeah, tomorrow, big one, 3:30. Got the Hornets and the Spurs on Prime Video.
Oh, last time we played on a Saturday afternoon on Prime against the Spurs. The Hornets won.
Yep. Don't need to see it again. We already beat them. Going to beat them again.
This potential NBA Finals in 2028?
27.
27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a tweet that has circulated from the past where it was the NBA draft night, said Hornets are going to draft LaMelo Ball and they will win the 2027 NBA Finals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another tweet circulating, the West is over, from Jared Walker.
The West is over, man. That De'Aaron Fox trade, I don't know how well De'Aaron Fox has been, but Wemby has grown into his role. And I think it's the Spurs. Look, the Thunder are still very good as well. I could see the Nuggets. They still got Jokic. And in the East, it really just seems to be the Pistons, Celtics, and the Charlotte Hornets.
Let's do a standings update, see where the Hornets are.
I think still 10th.
Right now. Can we move into at least 7 or 8?
It's not impossible.
And get a nice home game.
Philly is on the decline. They have torpedoed. They were 6 like last week, and now they're 9th.
You do need to trust the process a little bit.
No. This is like the Make America Great Again. How long are we going to use this saying and get the same results?
That Heat loss was bad. They are 4 games up on the Hornets for 6th place.
Yeah.
Charlotte is 3 behind Toronto for 7. 1.5 behind Atlanta. 1.5 behind Philly. Like none of that. I think are we better than all those teams? Maybe Philly.
We're definitely better than Philly. We're better than Atlanta. We can beat Toronto.
Yeah.
I think we're better than Orlando.
Well, we got a few games left to prove it.
Yep.
Let's see. We've played 67, so 15 games left.
Yes.
In the association for Charlotte. All right, back in action in Chicago, and we got a breakaway dunk. What do you do here, Jarrett? Windmill?
Dunk it.
He did a layup.
What a loser.
You got to do something fancy there when you get that much open court.
Are they in the United Center? They have to be, right? The red seats? Yeah, you got to dunk it in the United Center.
In honor of?
Maggle.
Scottie Pippen?
No, Maggle Jordan.
Maggle Jordan. All right, Jabone. What numbers will we see from Ethan Norby tonight? Strikeouts over, under 6.5.
I'll go over. I think this is a chicken leg performance tonight, 10 strikeouts.
They still do that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Man, I used to get fired up on PA.
Yeah.
When it was chicken time.
We've seen a lot of chicken leg performances lately from Van Kempen, from Norby. I'm excited about this weekend. I think we're going to see them at the tip top.
I want to see the bats just continue to stay hot and get that merry-go-round going, man.
Yeah. Not too much. I don't want our pitchers getting cold. I don't want them sitting down for 40 minutes.
So how about like a 3-run inning?
Yeah.
Rather than a 6.
Let's do 7 3-run innings.
7 3-run innings and get out of there.
21-0. Let's go home.
Easy as that. Yeah, simple as that. Pig to clicks this weekend for ECU. What bat is going to be hot, J-Bone?
Colby Wallace.
All right.
I feel like
you've been calling that a lot?
I want to see it happen, man. I mean, he's still doing great things at third base, but I want to see one sent out. And, I mean, we've seen Matt Lashley move up the lineup very quickly.
Yes.
I'm loving the stuff from him. And then, obviously, Braden Burris.
Well, since the lineup change on Sunday, Pirates are undefeated. That includes Boucher.
Boucher at DH, Sabater in left field. And, I mean, look, we talk about the depth. Carlos Hakame, game winner on Tuesday. Braden Bachman, every time he comes in, it seems like he just knocks it.
So a lot of times you end a sentence, and I think there's more coming.
I thought
I don't know if it's your inflection or what. I think you put semicolons on the end of your sentences rather than periods.
It's never over with me. The train's always chugging, but sometimes you got to stop and throw some more coal in there.
I do like the depth we're seeing, and look, let's keep beating up on lesser teams. If you're ECU, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, and, start conference play next weekend. I'm not too sure how good UAB is, but, man, that week after with Duke and UTSA in the same week, you need to be red hot going into that one.
Mike P said hoodie game strong on Pirate Radio Live today.
Yeah, I like it.
You got the camo. I got the whatever.
The digital white and gray camo.
Yeah, I'm not a big camo guy. Just like I'm not a big gay guy, but you are because y'all got Matt Gay.
Yeah, I'm not a big gay guy. I knew we were moving off of Daniel Carlson when he kicked a career long to end the game against the Chiefs in Week 18. I said that's a great send-off because there were rumblings that he was no longer going to be with the team. But I don't know if Matt Gay is the right replacement. I mean, look, we have 11 picks. I think we might just go draft one.
Hey, that worked out well for you last time with Seabass.
Yeah. I'm not saying the first round.
Let's get to the context of that for those that don't know. This is Rick Majerus.
Responsibility since Hal Williams is back in the fold, and that's gotten valuable minutes for Austrie, who's going to be better as a result.
You know what? You mentioned Gay. I'm not a big Gay guy because he's inconsistent. He has these peaks.
Rudy Gay.
Yeah.
Of course. And I'm referring to Matt Gay, who doinked some field goals for the Commanders last year before we finally cut him about 3 weeks too late.
Yep.
And now he's your problem. Maybe he can kick indoors.
Oh, yeah.
And that.
But, man, going to Mile High, that's going to be tough.
Nah, man, you can kick it 80 yards in Mile High.
No, I mean.
You ever heard of Jason Elam? I bet you haven't because you don't know ball. J-Bone's first word was, quote, dying words will be, end quote. That's what Mike P said.
Oh. Sure.
Terry's doing adult humor in the chat. All
right. Reverse, Terry.
Big day in the chat today. If you want a free lunch from Cucinella's, you can still get in our March Madness contest. We're going to seed the South today. We're going to do the Midwest Monday, West Tuesday. But we still have 7 spots open for today. 317-1250. All you got to do, call in. Shirley will get your name, your number, and you will be able to walk in and get your Cucinella's gift card. So call in now, 317-1250, if you want a free lunch to Cucinella's and entry into our March Madness contest. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Tony Dunn joins us hour 2 as we talk NFL free agency, find out what the Panthers did, and talk about some of the best moves of this free agency. Back with you after this. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly. friendly.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $235 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. All happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Pardon me. We got baseball going on today at Clark LeClaire Stadium, ECU. And Penn, we got basketball going on across the country as conference tournaments are going on a week ahead of the NCAA tournament, and the NFL has to remain in the headlines. So, free agency this week, and we will discuss that with Tony Dunn, who joins us in the Pirate Radio studios from the C3 Panthers podcast. Tony, how you doing?
Hey, fellas, I'm doing well, thank you.
What excited you about this week when it comes to the Panthers trying to bolster their roster?
Well, the Panthers were active on day one of free agency, and day one being 2 days before free agency starts now with the legal tampering.
Legal tampering.
So the Panthers were there getting some of the blue chip players, and that's something that we haven't done, it feels like, ever, in a sense, is that usually we're day 2, day 3 bargain basements, or when last year we were in the running for Milton Williams. He got poached by the New England Patriots, and then he went and wrecked shop and took their defense from a bottom tier team, and man, they made it to the Super Bowl. So you don't win the Super Bowl in March, But teams that are competitive from year to year make important moves in March. Now, that doesn't mean that you turn your whole roster over, you overpay, and you get yourself stuck into problems. But you can make some very important moves for your roster that position you well for the draft and continue to build your team around the successes you had the year before. And the Carolina Panthers did exactly that.
I guess no more Red Rifle in Charlotte.
No more.
New backup QB.
No, now we continue the legacy of gloved quarterbacks. We had David Carr, who wore gloves, and now we Teddy and Kenny Pickett. It's a thing right now. But really, the real story is that the Carolina Panthers went and got two top, I guess you could say top 5 or top 10 free agent picks with Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd. Jalen Phillips now is you're betting a lot on upside, and a guy who struggled early in his career with some major injuries, but played a full season last year and has some pretty impressive numbers. Not the numbers that get you paid, giant numbers in sacks. He's never had more than 7.5 sacks, but he played a full 17 games last year with between the Dolphins and the Eagles. He had a 19.7% pressure rate over 11 games, which is like top in the league, or top, I think, 5 or something to that effect. And he's only 26 years old, and he's kind of an all-around player. But you paid him not for what he's done, but hopefully what he will do. And then Devin Lloyd, the steal of free agency, because you only paid him $15 million a year, and they were projecting him getting $19 or $20 million. Second year or second team All-Pro, had 5 picks, and the one that I think most people remember is where he baited Patrick Mahomes in the end zone or on the 1-yard line and took it 99 yards to the house. He had 5 picks last year. He had 10 pass breakups. He had 87 tackles. He had, something I got in my notes of, hits on the quarterback. So he's kind of an all-around linebacker. Not the fastest guy by any means, but I really feel like he knows the position and the concepts of it that just kind of put him in the right place all the time. He doesn't ever look out of position. Those are the 2 exciting ones right there.
There's a million Bama receivers in the NFL, and my favorites in the recent era, Jerry Jeudy was my favorite. He's had one good individual season, but you can't call him a great
interesting guy.
Yeah. Jalen Waddle was one of my favorites there. And then John Mechie was the other, and really hadn't put it together in the NFL. But if you want to get excited, you can watch his college tape, Tony. Yeah, I don't know what he's got to offer.
Over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns with Bryce. I think he had leukemia, and he was battling through that at one point. Kind of his play with the Jets, the Eagles, the Texans. There's one other team, I think, on the list. He's played in the CFL, I believe, as well. He's been all over the place, but I'll tell you, you don't want to get too. These are these players you bring in all over the place, and it's not like they're all of a sudden going to change your team. But you always think about coach speak. Is when we watch these interviews, do they just say nothing? And you're trying to figure out if they're saying anything. Well, it turns out that Dan Morgan just said, "Look, this isn't that hard." He said, "We want to," and this is what he said in his postseason and his combine interviews was, we need to improve the pass rush. 30 sacks, being bottom 10 in the league in pressure is not gonna cut it. We need to get better there. We need to get better at the linebacker position, more stable there, particularly in coverage, right? And he also said he wanted to get younger and cheaper in the backup quarterback position or that room. And also he's can continue to talk about the priority of getting more run after the catch, more yak. And what does he go do? Jalen Phillips, pressure all around. Devin Lloyd, middle linebacker, stability, security, and coverage. Kenny Pickett, cheaper, younger backup that has had starting experience. So it's not like you're just getting a complete nobody out of, going with a 5th-round pick. And then if you do look at what Mechie did when he was 2 years ago when he was with the Jets, I think 44 targets, only 24 catches, but he had just 256 yards. But every time I just turned on his highlights, and it was he has a wonderful ability of just catching the ball and immediately turning upfield. You see other guys that they catch, they kind of hesitate or they start moving laterally. I mean, he is instantly catching and turning and moving north, not south, but north in this case. And so, I mean, look, as Dan Morgan said what he meant, what he said what he meant, did what he said.
And accomplished, sounded like what he wanted to do. Looking around the division, Tony, so the Bucks got off to that great start last year and then just completely folded second half of the season. But Mike Evans goes to San Fran. The Commanders signed Rachaad White. I like Rachaad White. I know they have Bucky in the backfield and as their starter. Saints get Travis Etienne.
Travis Etienne. No. You're
not going to say his name the way he wants you to say it?
He's been in the league for 6 years. Why?
Etienne is now trying to say.
They said it Etienne at Clemson. They've said it his entire time with the Jags.
His brother says it that way, I feel like.
He's been trying to tell people that it's pronounced Etienne.
At what point? At what point has he been trying to tell people?
I don't know. He's never told me.
He's never told anybody.
Well, I'm going to start calling
Y'all got his brother, right?
Yeah.
They called him Etienne.
I know.
You think, I sit in the press box of these games. They have the phonetic pronunciation.
Yeah.
At some point, the announcers get a sheet. I mean, we got to talk to Jim Zoki about this.
Yeah,
I agree. It's Etienne, for Christ's sake.
All right, you're going Etienne.
It's like he went and took a trip back home to wherever that was, and he got in touch with his French origins.
He's 23 and Mead. Well, he is going to the Saints. Now,
he's just embracing it.
He's embracing it.
I hate stuff like this.
And what? Well, guys wanting people to say their names correctly.
Bijan. It's been Bijan since he was at Texas. He gets a Dijon honey mustard deal, and then in a post-game interview this year, he's like, it's actually Bijan. It's like, well, where has this been the entire time you played football?
I'm okay if you do that from the beginning.
Yeah,
right? If you're like, this is how my name is said. But then if it's like you just let us fools for
people
8
misspell
years.
my name all the time, and I have to. It's 2 R's and 2 T's. If I just let you spell it incorrectly for 6 years, at that point it's on me, and I'm just going to accept it.
I agree.
I remember getting a text, probably from Brandon Manning, that I was saying Alec Makarevich's name wrong, and he didn't even tell the ECU people, but I was doing PA, so I had to tell the ECU people that we were saying it wrong. Rev instead of Ray.
How do you say? Okay, well, let's stay on topic here because I was going to ask you about Awe. I think that's the guys that you guys signed, the defensive end from the Chargers.
Adofe or whatever.
Yeah,
Awe Adofe.
Yeah.
Well, how do you say our tight end's name?
I don't know who he is.
Chig. I think it's Okonkwo.
Yeah, sounds right.
What are they going to do? What are the Saints going to do with Kamara?
I mean, they've been non-committal on him, so he could be traded, could be cut. We'll see.
And who does that leave, Tony? Panthers, Saints, Bucks, and Falcons.
Falcons got worse. I mean,
Falcons got more left-handed.
Yeah,
with two
and more hurt.
Well, they've had a tough offseason. I don't think if you pull up their list, do you have the list of their players that they signed? Because you could say that the Saints added, right, to offensive explosiveness.
We were talking about the Saints and the Panthers seem to be at the top. It just depends on how much you like Tyler Shuck.
Yeah. And I think Travis Etienne, I think he's good, but I'm not scared of him.
No, they let him walk for a reason.
Yeah, I think they got rid of. They lost their corner that went to the Titans. He got a big deal. They
lost Demario Davis, right? Didn't they let go of Cam Jordan too?
No, Cam Jordan, I think,
or Demario Douglas, maybe.
Yeah.
They lost him.
Boy, the Falcons looks like
they got Tua.
They look like they got guys that are supposed to be good, or maybe once were good. So they got Tua, Jahan Dotson.
Was he a commander?
Commander and then Eagle.
Yeah. Okay.
Austin Hooper. I mean, is that anything?
No.
Nick Folk is older than me and Tony.
Yeah.
Lamade Zaccheaus, former Falcon. Where did Darnell Mooney go? Is he still with them, or is he available?
Oh, man.
It says they're expected to cut Mooney.
Didn't we talk about him the other day?
Yeah. As if he was available, I thought. But I guess he's still a Falcon at the moment.
But, with the
Tampa
Falcons,
didn't get anybody either.
Yeah, with the Falcons, they don't even have their first-round pick. because
last year?
they traded up into the first round with the Rams, gave them this year's first round pick, and now that guy is probably going to prison.
Yeah.
So the Falcons are in shambles.
Lots of first round picks going to prison this week. The other guy from the Jets, I think he was a first round. Did you see him as ChatGPT?
Yeah, I mean
how to talk to the 911.
Stay in school, kids. Open the schools.
And lesson, folks, is AI. It uses the internet, so like it's automatically public.
Hey, ChatGPT is just Google. Like that's all. Like you're just asking ChatGPT questions. Like, well, let me go look at Google.
It's like Ask Jeeves. From the early days.
I remember that where you actually had to say it in a question before you were supposed to.
Yeah. So Tony, sounds like the Panthers are in a good spot in the NFC South heading into this year to maybe defend the defending champions. But does the moves made during this week clear up anything on what you're going to do in the draft, or is it still like best available?
Well, I think is that it shows you where you have to kind of look in the draft a little bit more, right? Is that it all comes back to 2 years ago. This fix started with Dan Morgan going and spending the most money. In fact, I think we still have the most money tied up in our offensive line out of any team right now. Yeah. When you got Damian Lewis and Robert Hunt on big free agent deals. We then signed Akim Ekwonu to his 5th-year option, and he proceeded to have I guess it's the patellar tendon. It's like your kneecap. It's a bad knee injury that's going to take a full year for him to come back. So they went out and signed this guy named something Forsyth. He was the Raider tackle. Yeah. He's terrible.
Terrible.
He's just awful. I mean, he allowed 11 sacks. He was like the worst tackle in the league last year.
I will give him like a little bit, not crap on him too much, because Brendan Carroll was the offensive line coach, and he is terrible. But yeah, John Forsyth, bad.
So what you get is this comes down to Yosh Ninjman, who was a kind of a swing tackle for us last year, came from Green Bay, actually played very well when he was in there, or played well for what you were paying him and what he was supposed to be. He decided to retire after 7 years in the league, and the Carolina Panthers were trying to bring him back. So they went and got this, what's his name, John Forsyth?
Forsyth, yeah.
Forsyth.
You guys just signed, I mean, this is... Right. 4 minutes ago, Rasheed Walker to replace Ekwonu.
Oh my goodness, that's incredible news from the Packers, right? Who is how much? Oh, I can't wait to see how much.
It's a 1 year deal.
1 year deal, that's even better because he was kind of thinking about it was his time to get a big payday. So this is perfect right now because the Carolina Panthers, to answer your question now, is that you are in the excellently positioned to be best player available in the draft. And I think the Panthers could be looking at players. I mean, you got to look, you're at 19. You're not going to get some of the, the most highly ranked players. But I think you could be looking at who's the Texas Tech linebacker, Rodriguez. Maybe you're hoping that he falls to the second. You might be looking at one of those tight ends. These tight ends that tested in this combine were incredible. So you might be looking at, you can do really what you want. And before we just heard that news, it was feeling like the Carolina Panthers in the first 2 rounds were really going to have to start looking towards the option offensive line. And that still doesn't put that out of the question either because that's a 1 year deal.
I've seen some mock drafts. Spencer Fano from Utah.
Yeah.
Could get him. The tackle.
And then Utah has a bunch of players.
Yeah.
Or Utah and Oregon have a bunch of players. That there's a safety out of Oregon, and I don't follow the college stuff as closely, but I just know that these guys this year tested like as well at the top of athleticism in the history of the combine is across the board. So Carolina is looking to do a lot, can do whatever they want at this point. Tight ends in need, offensive lines in need. Maybe thinking defensive tackle too in there at some point because we let A'Shawn Robinson. We had to let A'Shawn Robinson go. You're rocking with Turk Wharton, Bobby Brown III. But there's nothing pressing at this moment.
Jerry in the chat asking if we saw the Titans' new logo and uniforms, and they're basically just the Houston Oilers, which furthers my discussion on their irrelevancy in the NFL, because if you have a logo and uniform that is halfway decent, you don't need to change it.
Yeah.
So the Titans are irrelevant. But yeah, they look very Houston Oilers-ish. NFL draft, April 23rd to 25th. Jared asked you yesterday, you said the schedule release is May.
Yeah, it's normally like May 9th to the 14th.
So the free agency continues. I guess the next big thing in the NFL is the draft.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's next on the NFL calendar.
What'd you guys do? Tell me. Come on. You're not even caring about football yet?
Not really.
I mean, the Olave.
Got edge, rusher, tight end.
Kind of paid a lot. I mean, paid less than we did, but I think he's more speculative in a way. He's kind of more of a one-trick pony.
I like Rachaad White because the last couple of years we have thrown the ball a little bit to our running backs, whether that be Chris Rodriguez, who went elsewhere. Bill can catch the ball a little bit, but we needed some help at running back. And
you guys could get Jeremiah Love.
I thought Rachaad White was good when he had to start for Bucky this year. And so I think he can be a factor for Washington. So I'm happy with that. J-Bone, they got Max Crosby. Did you hear, Tony?
What a crap.
The Raiders get Max Crosby.
I know. It was for 2 firsts. Oh, wait. No, they didn't get.
No. You get Max Crosby and 2
Tyler
firsts.
Linderbaum.
I know, yeah.
Look, I mean, I think this is great now because Max Crosby's going to be pissed off and he's going to work. I mean, like he's always worked. And you still keep your free agent signings. So you got edge help and linebacker help with Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean, extra defensive line help with Kwity Paye, a starting center, which is going to be great for Fernando Mendoza. I mean, Tyler Linderbaum, top 2-3 center in the league.
A ton of money.
Yeah, and I mean, when you have the money and you're a terrible team and you're very desperate for offensive line help,
why not?
Why not?
Can I call him Mandelbaum?
Yeah, Mandelbaum.
What do you think they should do with? I mean, what the Ravens did was like, why do they not do these medicals before?
Well, he would fail the physical for all 32 teams because he's freshly off a meniscus repair. So my thought is just you lose 8 starters, you got a first-time head coach. I mean, you could get Trey Hendrickson for cheaper and keep your picks. Why not just do that?
I just felt like this news is sandbag free agency on that day. If this would have been 2 days earlier, it would have allowed the Raiders to position themselves, more strategically based on what they have financially and different. Like,
because the Bears and Commanders and the Cowboys were the 3 teams that were going after it as well. Because you're not going to trade them to the Chiefs. They didn't want to trade them to the Patriots.
Right.
So, yeah, they could have worked it out. But with him failing a physical, that's going to kind of hinder your return on it, too.
And what about the Cowboys? How funny of the story it is that they traded who's the guy that they traded the big name last year? Michael Parsons. And then they traded now for
Rashawn Gary, yeah.
Like, it's just like, wait, like, are they just swapping players?
Yeah, essentially.
Hey, Jerry, look, they needed help on the D-line, so they got rid of Micah, and now they need help, I guess.
But how crazy is it to trade Micah and then be like, hey, we'll give you these picks we got for Micah for Max Crosby? Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's just pay Micah.
He's playing chess, guys. Y'all wouldn't get it. All right, Tony, you watch any basketball?
Not really.
Man.
Good
you watch
stuff.
any World Baseball Classic?
Nope.
Okay, me neither.
What should I be watching this weekend?
Hornets.
You tell me.
Well, tonight,
The Hornets. Yeah.
if you want to watch good basketball, Big 12 tournament and ACC tournament has great games, semifinals. Awesome
Tomorrow is
teams.
going to be a great game. St. John's and UConn again.
Ooh, at MSG.
Yeah, UConn plays Georgetown and St. John's plays Seton Hall tonight.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they will win those games and then go face each other again.
And Tony, ECU women in the semifinals tonight at 9 o'clock.
Oh,
9:30.
9, yeah, whatever.
Can
after
we
the
get
first
that
game.
on ESPN Plus?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the only place. I don't think it's on TV.
Okay.
So, yeah. So the women
plus
finally in action
9:30.
coming up tonight.
Against
Excellent.
16 and 15 UTSA.
Yeah, got to get that dub. All right. Thanks for hanging
All
out,
right, see
Tony.
you in a
Check out
couple
the
weeks.
C3 Panthers podcast. Yeah, we'll talk to you then. Come by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, though, and fill out a bracket.
Okay.
If you can. We'll take a break, come back when we return. Ellerby, are you okay? A mental health chat and that he conducted earlier this week. You'll hear that when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
Pirate Nation. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Dr. Hote from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
This is CJ Mayhew, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michael's and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Illinois and Wisconsin trading haymakers here. It is 67-63, 4-point lead for Illinois, 5:21 left to go in the Big Ten tournament. Dayton leading the Bonnies by 4, 67-63. Same score with 25 seconds left. Although, spoiler alert, Wisconsin's about to hit a 3. My ESPN is ahead of my TV. North Texas all over Tulsa, 36-19.
Man.
In the American quarterfinal. Tennessee up 2 on Vandy halfway through the first half. So keeping an eye on all of the conference tournaments going on our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. All right, Ellerby talked to a couple of guests, Jodi Quemelen and Andy Herdman, and we've got that interview for you right now, and we'll go ahead and hear that.
All right, welcome in to another special edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got some really cool guests here in Studio C. I've got our friends Jodi Quemelen from the ECU Campus in Recreation and Wellness and Wellbeing. Is that correct, Jodi? Did I get it right?
Yes, said it perfectly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. And Dr. Andy Herdman has joined me from the ECU College of Business. He's in here today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Jonathan. Glad to be here.
We've brought you guys in because the question of the day is, ARG you okay? It's going to be an event that is coming to the campuses of East Carolina University. And you guys have kind of collaborated on this because I think it's a really cool thing because I think that's a fair question for everybody. And I think a lot of people blow over and say yes to too many times when they should say no. And Dr. Herdman, let's start with you. Why is ARG you okay a question and an event coming to ECU?
Well, if you dial the clock back about 3 years, I returned to ECU, and that was after a 9-year run with Maine Pharma, which was Metric Contract Services here locally. And one of the signature events we had that was really born during COVID was Are You OK Day? And it was an Australian initiative, but really, really worked well for us in strengthening our culture of mutual support and commitment and just really trying to connect people and understanding the criticality of connection to mental health, to well-being generally. I shared that story with Dr. Lanika Wright, who is the Dean of Students and has responsibility broadly, and happily she loved it. We coordinated with the folks over in Australia and decided to do 2 things. Number one, introduce it on the campus as a concept and give it a focal day, so have Are You OK Day as a component of Wellness Week, and also extend it to the community and invite employers and organizations to be a part of the effort, and really as a community-wide effort to connect people and to raise awareness around the power of connection and community in battling mental health issues and challenges.
And Jodi, where do you come in with this big picture in this project?
Yeah, so over at Campus Recreation and Wellness, I work on an amazing hybrid team where I oversee our mental health stress management programming. And so we are going to kind of come in, and Are You OK Day is going to be just a part of a larger #YouMatterECU week. For those of you who are not familiar with that campaign, the #YouMatterECU campaign was designed in January of 2021 to go ahead and actually combat social isolation, normalize conversations around mental health, and just let people know that there is hope and that there is help. And so we've been running these resource fairs and little pop-up events continuously each semester since then. And we're really happy to be joining in, throwing the Are You OK Day events. They'll be at the end of You Matter Week on Wednesday, March 25th. That's going to be a main campus from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then we'll be at Health Sciences campus the next day, the same time on Health Sciences West Porch. But leading up to that, we'll have these You Matter mini events from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Belk building. And then again at Health Sciences Wellbeing Hub from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I will be present at each one, and I'm going to be really excited to see everyone out there.
Andy, everybody suffers at some level with anxiety, depression, isolation, even, and you've got some cool stats. It affects you no matter how old you are, either. It doesn't discriminate at all. So across all levels, income levels, race, it doesn't matter who you are. You can, and it's important, as you said. The isolation's bad, but the connection's important. What are some of the things you've learned through this project?
I mean, it's really remarkable. The CDC recently suggested that the impacts of isolation are as significant as smoking 15 cigarettes a day on your health and well-being. And that sort of was a punch in the face for me. But certainly we see a growing prevalence of folks that are reporting a sense of isolation and a sense of disconnection. And there are, as you suggested, Jonathan, vulnerable populations, but it does impact everybody. And those two vulnerable populations are young people who presumably are the most connected of all via social media, and yet are reporting in growing levels of isolation and disconnection. So getting people to speak to one another, getting people to connect face-to-face really operates as an imperative. And again, the connection between isolation and anxiety, depression, and even suicidal ideation is really quite strong. And it's something that we're all sort of, I think, mutually obligated and able to battle directly.
Jodi, what are you hoping folks when they come out to the event on the 25th and 26th of March? What are some of the goals and connections you're hoping to make at those days?
I think the big takeaway that I would want everyone to experience is that if they look around, they have so many campus partners and campus resources and community partners and resources that are accessible to them, even when they might feel alone. And so just taking the time to actually go around to each table, engage with what we have to offer. And then in addition to that, I would say this is a highly immersive and engaging experience. You know, we don't want to just throw information at you at each table and hand you a few flyers and send you on your way. While those flyers and handbills will be out there, we want you to really engage in each activity. So, you know, we're not just going to teach you about mindful breathing. We're going to actually have you sit down, touch grass, do some yoga stretches, you know, just engage with whatever we have going on. So really just take part and be an active participant in your life that day.
Andy, I got a chance to meet you because you've reached out to us because we're bringing in Jay Glazer as our leadership luncheon speaker. And of course, we've talked about him for months now, that he's bringing a story of how he battles anxiety and depression and turns it into his message of turning your mental health into your mental wealth. And we were able to talk. But why are you so passionate about this event and working with people through ECU?
You know, truly, I think that, you know, our vision for this really is to, you know, that Pitt County broadly, and I'm happy to report that city government, the county, our major employers, the Chamber of Commerce have all really aligned behind this event and are supporting this event. But ultimately, I imagine and envision sort of a wake-up call, an annual wake-up call on Are You OK Day, about this idea that we need to connect with one another. And sometimes, Jonathan, it feels so cumbersome. You know, if I reach out to Jodi as an example, will I, you know, now I got to take on her problems and I got to fix her problems. And that's really not what it's about. It's simply about asking a simple question. Hey, are you okay? And then listening attentively, and ultimately not solving their problems, but pointing them to people and the abundant resources in our community and on our campus that can really support and restore them to full mental health and well-being. So you know, for me personally, I have 3 kids in their late teens. I teach college kids every day, and I'm involved in the community, and I have a history in organizations, and I know how impactful this can be and how important community is, independent of context.
What are some things when you see, you just mentioned how many people you interact with, a lot of people every day, obviously starting at home all the way to college. How do you know if are they okay? And then how do you know if they're being truthful if they respond back to you?
You know, I think a lot of it is built on relationships and the idea that we notice change, right? We notice withdrawal. We notice some, you know, sort of deviation from the baseline. And even, you know, I think often challenge my own children. You know, if you're walking into the lunchroom and you see a young person that is sitting alone, that you can really make a significant and massive difference in that young person's life or in that kid's life simply by inviting them into a conversation and inviting them into a relationship. So across my lifetime, when I've witnessed folks that are struggling, generally our natural response is to withdraw, but truly when we withdraw, it becomes a sort of a downward spiral. And this is all about arresting that spiral and getting connected and reaching out and understanding our obligations to one another.
Jodi, and working with young people, I mean, I feel like we're in a more connected society than we've ever been through these, 8-inch phones we all carry around in our pockets. But how do you find where you're able to connect with people on a human-to-human basis and not just through a digital platform?
And that's the ongoing question that we ask ourselves every single day. While we are really attached to our phones, I work with students every day, and they're all phenomenal and talented. And I even have to, tell myself sometimes to look up from the phone, and life is happening right now and right here. And this is where the real connection happens when we're sitting here face to face, like we are in this room. I would say my biggest ask of the community when they come out to events like this is really just to put the phone away for a second, look around and just say hello to somebody that you didn't know, or maybe, someone, if you see someone, just compliment them. If you like their shoes, throw the compliment out. It never hurts, because you never know what that compliment could end up leading to. We've seen people make really strong friendships, connections, lifelong friends, even partners who come out to our events. And so I really want everyone to just, engage and put their best foot forward.
It's really amazing the conversations you can have with people that will change the perceptions that you may have of just by looking at somebody or just seeing a picture of them or seeing what their title is at their job or what they've accomplished. It's when you get a little deeper, the relationships, as you say, Andy, is what really gets down to the boiling point of how you can help people or how they can help you.
Yep. I agree. And just to sort of dovetail on that thought and Jodi's, I think sometimes we have this attempt to be connected to everybody simultaneously, right? We're answering text, we're on Instagram, we're on social media, but the consequence of that, I would argue, is that by trying to be everywhere, we're nowhere really. So Jodi's point about presence and connection and sort of paying attention is, I think, vital in this.
Are You OK Day coming March 25th, 26th. Andy, as you said, it's Are You OK? It's okay not to be okay.
That's right.
But it's not okay to sit in isolation and do nothing about it. So it's I was kind of thinking through this. It's kind of like, hey, Earth Day should be every day. But I mean, Are You OK Day should be every day too. I mean, if you think about it, and I loved what you said earlier is, hey, look, it's not your job to take on someone's problems and fix them. It's your job to help let them know, hey, it's okay, and try to guide them to some of the resources and stuff. So if someone's listening and watching right now, what would be if they say, hey, look, maybe I'm not okay? Where would you direct them right now to get that starting point if someone is out there wondering what they should do?
Well, I think the first thing to do is to pick up the phone. And certainly, there are the Real Crisis Center and other groups. The counseling center on campus is absolutely phenomenal. I know those folks personally. And I would certainly trust my children with them if they were in a struggle. And organizations, many of the participating organizations, folks like Heister Yale and other major employers, have well-developed employee assistance programs, and featuring that really and pointing people to those free resources is a simple step. And it matters, and it is, again, it can change the trajectory of a life.
Jodi, let's give the details. March 25th, it's going to be on the campus of East Carolina University, kind of right behind the Student Center, right? Let's give the details of when it's going to be in case anybody wants to stop by, or of course, all students are going to be walking campus that day and hopefully swing by and get some information from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So on main campus Student Center lawn, that's going to be on March 25th. That's a Wednesday. That's where we'll be from 11:30 to 1 p.m. And then the next day, we'll be there from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and that's going to be HSC West Porch.
That's going to be out on the West Campus, out by the hospital is where it's going to be. So lots of details. Is there a website or a phone number people can contact if they want to get some more information about this event?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, we have a significant Pitt County schools, city government, the county government, And most of our major employers, and I mentioned Heister Yale as one, are doing something, right? Some event to build community, to build education, and give people that opportunity to connect. So this is truly extends well past the campus, and is really, our effort is to be a community effort. So if you're interested, the best place to do, and the first stop should be Are You Okay? Exactly how it sounds, or R, the letter U, okay, _ Pitt County on Instagram would be a first great step, or reach out to me directly at herdmana21@ecu.edu, and we will make sure that your organization has everything it needs to participate.
Jodi, any closing thoughts you have as you prepare for this big event?
Are you okay? Let's find out. Come join us on Wednesday.
Dr. Herdman, anything you want to know? You've given so much great information here today.
I think this is just terrific. I applaud the university, and I applaud the employers who have embraced this, the Chamber of Commerce, and so I'm grateful. And I hope that this becomes an annual tradition in Pitt County and gains momentum.
Absolutely. Check out all the details that we gave you here today, and just hey, look, next time you're opening a door from somebody, or you never know what kind of connection or how you can help somebody or how they may help you. But I appreciate you guys and all the efforts you're putting together, and I look forward to a couple of great days of helping people out. And hopefully that gets contagious and they do it every day.
Yeah, and thank you, Jonathan, to Pirate Radio for embracing this. The Jake Glazier event is really serendipitous in terms of its timing. So let's use that week to bring the community together and raise awareness and focus.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for being here. Look forward to hearing about the great results.
Thank you so much.
All right, Ellerby and his guests there. Are you okay? And Mike P said, great for Pirate Radio Live for giving this fantastic initiative some exposure. We'll take a break. Classic going on in Chicago. Illinois up by 2 on Wisconsin, 78-76. 1 minute left to go. So when we return, I will be sweating this one out. Need the Illini to come away with the victory. And we'll wrap up hour 2. Still a few spots left. If you want to be seated in the South, we will be drawing seeds before we wrap up today. And I think we have 5 spots left. So 317-1250, 317-1250 if you want to win a free lunch to Cucinella's. All you got to do is call 317-1250. You will be entered into our contest. We'll find out what seed you have. If your team goes to the Final Four, you win even more Cucinella's gift cards. And if your team wins it all, the grand prize, Cucinella's gift card. All available for you to do for absolutely free. All you got to do is call 317-1250. Give Shirley your name. You'll be entered into our contest. All right, we'll be back with more hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live after this.
Everybody, can you feel it?
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 p.m. this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run, you could win an additional $50 to $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win. Thanks to Cucinella's, with locations midtown across from Best Buy and downtown across from Sup Dogs, and online at Facebook and Instagram. Pirate Radio, your station for winners and your home for
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood. home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back at Langley Contracting. They are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And they will handle all your insurance claims. Locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina. They are licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, overtime in Chicago at the Big Ten tournament. Can't believe Wisconsin didn't go to Boyd on their final possession. Instead, just hoisting up a long three. Sends it into OT, and now Illinois has just tied it up and will have a free throw to try to take the lead. Under 4 minutes left to go in that one. Mike P. has been entered into our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. We have a few spots left. If you want to get in, 317-1250. You can do so. We'll have our drawing coming up in hour number 3 to find out where everybody will be seated in the South. And you'll find out your team Sunday, and we'll talk about it Monday here on Pirate Radio Live. And on Pirate Radio, your home for March Madness, as we will have the tournament games starting with the first 4 Tuesday, Wednesday, and then wall-to-wall coverage Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do we have any more championship games we're going to air, Shirley?
Well, we're going to have a lot of games coming up this weekend. We've got the Big East semifinals tonight. That's a doubleheader. That starts at 6:15. We'll have the SEC semifinals Saturday, the SEC championship Sunday, the American championship on Sunday, and then Selection Sunday show. So we'll be wall-to-wall basketball this weekend as well.
Awesome. We'll have ECU baseball, of course, coming up this weekend. We'll give you a lineup soon on that one as they get ready for a 6 o'clock start at Clark LeClaire Stadium. Pirates taking on the Quakers of Penn, trying to run their winning streak to 4. Can they run their run rule streak to 3? Just a dominant midweek performance by East Carolina, taking care of Old Dominion and William and Mary. Wisconsin has opened up a 5-point overtime lead, 2:30 left to go in the game, and the Badgers in control right now over Illinois, 2:25 left to go. Other action, Kennesaw State on top of Sam Houston in the Conference USA semifinal. That one, 10:18 left to go in the game. North Texas jumped out to a 14-0 lead on Tulsa. They lead at the half, 36-25. And Tennessee and Vandy in a good one in the first half. In the SEC tournament, it is 31-29 Vanderbilt with a first half lead. That one heading towards halftime. Illinois down 5 with the ball. Finals from earlier today, Dayton got by St. Bonaventure 68-63. Mark Schmidt's last game as head coach there with the Bonnies. You had Michigan and Ohio State. Ohio State kept it close, but Michigan pulled away at the end, winning 71-67 in the Big Ten tournament. Florida, pretty much a wire-to-wire win over Kentucky, 71-63 in the SEC tournament. St. Louis was down 21 points in the first half. They come all the way back and beat George Washington 88-81 in the A10 tournament. It was Louisiana Tech over Missouri State in the Conference USA, and then UAB lost to Charlotte. The 49ers heading to the American semis, 83-78 winners today over UAB. And
we have a lineup.
We do have a lineup. All right, I have just enough time to tell you that right now before we go to break. We got Morgan Ehlers coming up. We got, I believe, Harp will join us, and a chat with Danny Beal coming up as well in hour number 3 of Pirate Radio Live. I will run down this lineup real quick for ECU. Braden Burris will lead it off. It should be the same because they've been winning, and yep, looks like it is. Braden Burris leading off. At second base, Matt Lashley will be hitting second. At short, Grady Linehan is in center, hitting third. Austin Irby, cleanup, playing first base. Jack Herring will be in right, hitting fifth. Alex Boucher is your DH, hitting sixth for East Carolina. Jeff Sabater in left, hitting seventh. Colby Wallace batting eighth over at third, and Walker Barron is the catcher, hitting ninth for the Pirates, with Ethan Norby on the mound on this lovely, kind of chilly Friday in Greenville, North Carolina. But wear a hoodie and some paints, and you should be all right for some Pirate baseball tonight at Clark LeClaire Stadium. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and have hour 3 for you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Friday. Morgan Ehlers joins us to talk hoops and more after this timeout.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Ooh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Looking for the perfect place to host your next event? Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville features event spaces for birthdays, business meetings, rehearsal dinners, and more. The corner bar is fully private and seats up to 50 guests. Our back dining room is semi-private and seats up to 40. Or choose the semi-private repair shop game room complete with pool tables and big screens. Add in-house catering and full bar service and we'll take care of the rest. For pricing and availability, inquire online under the Parties tab at fishstreethardware.com. Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 25th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117. And we'll see you Saturday, April 25th.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3 here on a Friday. Got Harp entering the building, and Morgan Ayler set to join us on the Turner Home Team live line in just a moment. Illinois gets a bucket, but down 4 with 30 seconds left to go in their game in Chicago in the Big Ten quarterfinals. Hey, Harp, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
Doing good. We'll get a Canes update with Alex coming up. And you watch any basketball this week?
Not as much as I'm proud to say.
As a coach, you probably want to get away from it a little bit, you know?
It's not that. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like I was watching tape or anything from middle school basketball. And we didn't even film our games.
Yeah, all right. So. Fair enough. Harp, we got spring football beginning next week, so we'll talk a little Pirate football with you.
Buddy. Exciting time for us as a player. Worst time of the year, I think.
There you go. I feel like you say that about a lot of times of the year. Winter workouts, worst time.
No, winter
Spring
workouts
pro-
was not the worst time. Winter workouts was fine. Spring ball is an unfortunate thing you have to do, though. I'm going to be honest.
Morgan Ehlers joins us on the Turner Home Team live line. And, hey, let's start with a little Pirate football and spring ball. Morgan, how you doing, man?
Doing great. You're doing great. Beautiful day, beautiful weekend coming up. Life's good.
Life is good. We got a lot of questions when it comes to this Pirate football roster and a couple of new coordinators to get to know as well, Morgan. So what are your, and we may not get the answers, but what are your questions for this spring? What would you like to know about this Pirate roster as we head into this portion of the football calendar?
I think one of the big questions coming out going into the spring is obviously got to be the quarterback position, replacing Caden Hauser, and how the new coordinator is going to take his version of the JDB offense and meld it with what he's been used to running at North Texas and sort of combine that. And I think that's one of the big stories. Defensively, I think based on what you saw with Memphis, I think you've still got a lot of the same philosophies in place, plus you've got Coach Tesh that's still there. And I think defense, will be okay. I think you'll be looking at the roster positions and who fills some of the voids that obviously, that left last year. But I think offense is going to be the big key and see who steps up and becomes the leader of that team.
Alex, at this point, we expect a Blake Harrell coach team to have a pretty solid defense. Your questions, are they on the offensive side of the ball as well for the most part?
Honestly, completely on the offensive side of the ball, because I know as long as Coach Harrell's going to be there, I have confidence that the defense is going to be right. But I also trust Coach Harrell to make a good hire. So we saw what North Texas was able to do offensively last season. Yeah. So I'm hoping we can get some of that firepower next year.
Literally the most prolific offense in the nation with the Mean Green last year. So we'll see how our personnel fits into that. Morgan Ehlers joining us on the Turner Home Team live line. Got baseball at Clark LeClaire. Alex, I know you're a big Pirate baseball guy. How about this week, Alex, putting up 2 run rule games?
2 run rule games. Big to have those 2 run rule games after kind of falling short in Concord over the weekend.
Conway,
my bad. I was disappointing this past weekend. So good to see the boys turning around. Need a sweep.
Yeah. Need a 5-0 week. And Morgan, the Pirates did a good job setting themselves up for a 5-0 week, not having to use a lot of pitching midweek because the bats did so much for ECU.
Yeah, the William and Mary game was something else. I turned it on like the 3rd inning. I was like, okay, is this like the first quarter of a good football game? Because, the way they really swung the bat, a lot of guys got in there and got to hit. And, they like you said, they need to go to sweep this weekend. That would be huge. That'd be a huge momentum boost for the players, for the fans. And now that basketball is over with, I've said for several years, and if you go back and look, it almost like the beginning of the baseball season sort of has a basketball funk over them a little bit. Basketball season ends, baseball season really kicks into gear, and hopefully that'll be the case this weekend.
Well, women's basketball is still going on, Morgan, as Kim McNeil's team all the way in the semis and will not play until 9:30 something tonight. So I'm very worried about the rust aspect of this because they had a midweek off last week, play on the weekend, but man, that is a lot of time to practice and sit in your hotel and do nothing. So hopefully she can get them fired up because I'm a little worried about the rust aspect when they go into the game tonight.
Yeah, there might be a little bit, but at the same time, the Lady Pirates are just chomping at the bit to get back on the court. They feel they've got something to prove, and they're deserving of their ranking and their seeding in the tournament. And as you say, they got the late game, so it's scheduled 9:30 and might go on at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's the way the basketball tournaments go, but. Hopefully Coach McNeil and them could bring them that conference championship. That'd be huge.
Get back into the NCAA tournament. Alex, you said a moment ago you were disappointed last weekend, and I gave up on the baseball team for the second time this year after Saturday night's game, and then they come out Sunday and just hit it all over the park. And they seem to be good with their backs against the wall. But again, even Friday and Saturday could have gone either way, but they're certainly not moral victories. They are L's. They are big L's against a quality opponent.
A loss in extra innings on a grand slam or getting run ruled. It makes no difference. It's still,
that is true.
Still a notch in the L column.
Yeah, which is why you need to bounce back with a big week. And so far, the Pirates have been able to do that. Morgan, ACC semifinals going on tonight. And, North Carolina's not there. Louisville's not there, but I still love the matchups. I think Virginia, Miami should be really good, and Clemson, Duke, I think will be closer than the line indicates. 10.5 for Duke. I don't know. I think Clemson plays them better than that. But what do you think about those two games coming up tonight?
I think Miami's got a lot to prove. I think in that game, I think Miami felt that they should have had maybe a little bit better season than they had, even though they had a pretty good one. But. I think they might win that game. The Duke-Clemson game, had a chance to catch the ending of the Duke-Florida State game last night, and Duke let Florida State back into it. Just a lot of hustle on the Seminoles' part, and had a chance to win it at the end. Why the guy pulls up for a three-pointer and you're only down by one, I don't know. He could have drove to the basket, maybe been fouled, but Duke held on to win that game, and I think Coach Shire will have his team ready to play a little bit more tonight. I think it will be closer than 10, but I think Duke should be probably favored to win it as they are, maybe by 4 or 5. And, it's this time of year, it's good. You guys might remember, I don't know. I know I do when I was in high school, and we've talked about this before, that, ACC tournament, the teachers would bring in televisions. You can watch TV, in class.
Yeah.
Tournament. And now it's okay. Who's playing California and Stanford? It's not the all over conference. It's the Atlantic Coast Conference. I still don't. They've watered it down.
No doubt about that. And all these conferences are. I guess the good side of that is you get some amazing basketball, like in the Big 12, and a lot of these moves are made for football when it comes to conferences. But when the Big 12 added Arizona and Houston. And all those schools, that was my first thought. This is going to be an elite basketball conference, and we get those matchups tonight. Arizona versus Iowa State, Houston versus Kansas. Some heavyweight fights in the Big 12. Big 10, good games tonight as well, with UCLA in action taking on Michigan State, as well as Purdue, Nebraska. So, you're getting top 15, top 20 matchups across college basketball in these conference tournaments.
Yeah, just not really in the conference that we follow around here a little bit more. But again, you mentioned UCLA and playing in the conference they're playing in, and that's just, to me, again, being old school. That's just, they should be in the Pac-12, 10, 8, whatever they call them, and be playing out there. But it is what it is. I don't even want to get into it. Subject Clipper. Change the subject, Clipper.
I don't know if I have anything else. You watching the World Baseball Classic?
Change the subject, Clipper.
All right.
Players Championship this weekend. Do you think it should be the 5th major?
Yeah.
There you go, Alex.
He doesn't care.
That's 4.5.
4.5. Okay.
4.5.
Hurricanes hockey.
Thoughts?
It's cold on the ice.
Landman Season 2. I finally watched the finale a couple weeks ago.
Excellent.
MLB started?
No, those are spring training scores there, Alex. Okay. All right, Morgan. I guess we're done. What you got going on this weekend?
Oh, where am I at? Tonight I'm over at friends at Fifth Street Hardware. Going to be playing, doing karaoke over there tonight. Have a wedding tomorrow night. And what am I doing Sunday? Probably recovering. So, yeah.
All right, Recovery Sunday, Selection Sunday. You can hear that and some tournament games, conference, and, of course, all the NCAA tournament right here on Pirate Radio. All right, Morgan, have a good weekend, mate.
You guys, too. Thanks for having me.
Morgan Ehlers on the Turner Home Team Live Line. We will find out what seed our callers and chatters have coming up next segment. And also talk some Canes hockey with Harp, Alex Harper. Danny Beal still set to join us later on this hour as well. So let's take a break. We'll come back, have more for you. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Attention pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
Pirate fans, there's nothing like a home game at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and it takes all of Pirate Nation to make it so special. Season tickets are on sale now, starting for as low as $75 a ticket. Payment plans and other season ticket benefits are available to those who lock in their tickets early. For more information or to purchase your tickets, head to ECUPirates.com or call the ECU Athletics Ticket Office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard and on Railroad Street in Winterville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, before I forget, a important birthday for us here at Pirate Radio Live. And we'll see if he answers his phone. If not, I'll tell you whose birthday it is. Did you see the name?
Yeah, sure did.
Let's see if he answers. I don't think he's covering any. Well, I don't know what time the high school stuff is.
Hey, Clip, what's up?
Hey, Zach, you're live on the air.
All right. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the Walkertown band playing behind me here.
Hey, Zach.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it from you and everybody at Pirate Radio.
And from Alex Harper.
I love you, Zach. Love you, Zach.
Oh, love you guys too. Sorry, it's a little loud in here.
It's a little loud in here. All right, man. Well, we just want to wish you a happy birthday. Get back to work.
All right, I will. Thanks, Clip. Thanks, Pirate Radio.
All right, there is. Big Ten Cappy, Zach Kaplan, celebrating a birthday with horns blaring in the background.
They just tased right.
They just tased Zach.
If you hadn't met Zach, it'd be hard to tell if Zach was turning 20 or 50.
Say that one more time.
I said, if you hadn't have met Zach before, it'd probably be hard to tell if he was turning 20 or turning 50.
True. He's got, yeah.
He's an old soul.
He's, I like Zach.
I feel like he listens to Frank Sinatra in his apartment at night.
Well, I mean, I like the classics.
I mean, come on. Yeah, Zach, just real quick. Is that me?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Zach, just real quick.
We all did all of our interns did a Zach Kaplan impersonation.
Zach Kaplan.
And our boss, Jonathan Ellerby.
That's Ellerby, dude?
Yes. All right.
Done and dusted.
Zach Kaplan.
Done and dusted. All right. Shirley, can I get some March Madness music? Some skibbity-bop-ba-doo-da-doo. Man, I love this time of year. And I love giving people free Cuccinellas. Brad, David, Todd, and the rest of these names will have won free Cuccinellas. Come pick up your gift card. Now we will find out what seed you have in the South. And I would have let Harp do this, but earlier today, Carter asked if he could pull the numbers. And Carter's done a bang-up job, one of his best shows ever so far. So we're going to let him draw the numbers. All right, Carter, what seed will Brad be?
8.
Number 8. 8 is great. How about David?
4.
All right, let's go to Todd.
15.
Deborah.
12.
How about Trey?
11.
Okay, give me Jackson.
13.
Wow, a lot of high numbers early, so a lot of good numbers left. Ray.
6.
All right. 1, 2, 3 still out there for Linda.
9.
All right, you got there. Benji.
16.
Yikes. All right, still a lot of great numbers out there. Let's go to Brad.
14.
Goodness gracious. All right, another Todd. This is Todd D.
2.
2. Mike P. from the chat.
3.
3. Bobby.
7.
Okay. Ben.
10.
We got 1 and 5 left, I believe. What does Derek get?
5.
All right, and Chris gets the number 1 seed in the South. Goes to Chris. All right, we'll do this again on Monday and Tuesday. If you're not in the contest yet, call in Monday. We'll be seeding the Midwest, and then Tuesday we'll wrap it up with the West and have our field of 64 ready to go. And again, everybody that calls in and enters into our contest gets a free lunch to Cucinella's. Cannot beat that. All right, Harp, give me a Canes update. I know they won the other night in overtime in a shootout, and then last night I think they were up 1-0. Last time I saw.
Last night was disgusting to watch. It was a 1-3 loss to the St. Louis Blues.
3-1. When you say the low score first, that's disgusting as well.
Oh, is that media? What's the word I'm looking for?
Etiquette?
Yes, that's media.
3-1 loss.
My fault. 1-3 loss to St. Louis last.
3-1. You did it again.
I thought I was supposed to say the. What are you talking about?
You got to say the high number first.
Okay, 3-1 loss.
Yes.
When you reset it back to me, I thought you were saying that's what I said that was incorrect.
No, you
moving on.
Moving on.
The Hurricanes lost last night by 2 goals, ending a 12-game home point streak. So the last 12 games have either ended a win or overtime loss, helping us in the standings. Big matchup with Tampa Bay Lightning on Saturday. That's probably
top 2 teams in the East.
Top 2 teams in the East, and you might be looking at your Eastern Conference Finals matchup if things go according to plan. Last time Carolina played Tampa Bay, I believe, was in December, and we blew a 3-goal lead in the third period.
Did we not play them coming off the Olympic break, or did I make that up? Maybe we didn't.
We did. It was the first game back from the Olympic break.
Yeah,
you're right.
Wait, am I the Canes expert?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just a big Canes fan. If you want like actual in-depth knowledge about the Canes, call Nick.
Go somewhere else.
No.
Nick will be here next week. Canes, I don't understand the playoffs in hockey.
So a lot of people don't, and a lot of hockey fans hate the playoff format. Yeah. So you get, obviously, your division winners get in the playoffs, but they get automatic home ice in the first round. And then, so it's your top 2 teams from each division. And then the wild card is the best team, or the team with the best record remaining after that.
How about Buffalo has overtaken Tampa in the...
Dude, Buffalo has been in the basement of the league for years, and they have come out of nowhere. Tage Thompson has been playing lights out for them. They got a lot of young pieces. They're dangerous, man. A lot of people think they could be the best team in the East. So, like, the conversation has been dominated by Carolina and Tampa of who's coming out of the East, but, like, Buffalo could be up there.
When we talked to Mike Maniscalco, he said that that place is going to be a zoo in the playoffs because they have had, and now we're on a run, but that Hurricanes playoff drought that lasted a decade or whatever, that has been Buffalo, and now they're going to be ready.
They're at, like, 15 years now or something without a playoff. And if you know... watch the NFL, you see the Bills. Yeah. That city loves their sports teams, dude. And, you know, Buffalo Sabres fans, like, people don't think that they're very loud just because they're tired. They've been terrible for so long. So I don't want to play Buffalo in the playoffs whatsoever. If we could avoid them, that would be preferable.
Any other, like the big bad Florida Panthers, they're going to be out this year.
I think the last time that me and you were on the show, I said I was really nervous for this season because I feel like one of the more complete rosters that Carolina's had in a while. The emergence of Brandon Bussey, the goaltender we claimed off waivers, he's been incredible for us, winning a lot of games. And like you said, there's no big bad. Like there's no New York Rangers are not in it. Pittsburgh is old and aging. Sidney Crosby is closer to out the door than in his prime. Boston is in the playoff picture, but they're not. You know, there's no team that's unbeatable, and even Tampa Bay, they're kind of skidding the last couple of weeks. So
we got the most points in the East. It's ours.
Kind of feel like the Buffalo Bills, man. We're always the bridesmaid and never the bride, and the door looks as open now as it has ever looked. And that's also why the trade deadline was kind of disappointing, because we didn't get anybody.
You wanted a little more of a splash.
Kind of wanted to make a splash, take a bigger swing, but we've done that the last 2 years with Mikko Rantanen, who ended up getting shipped out to Dallas, and then Jake Getzel, who we couldn't re-sign, and he's now in Tampa Bay.
How about Colorado, 44-11, 9 overtime loss.
Colorado is a wagon. I'll tell you this: if Carolina breaks the ceiling and we make the Stanley Cup final and we lose like in 5 or 6 games to Colorado, clap it up for the boys. That was a good year.
Okay,
I'm not joking.
But
really good.
At minimum, make the final this year.
If we don't, I mean,
if you don't,
it depends how we like. If we don't make the Stanley Cup final, it depends how we fail. If we make the Eastern Conference Finals and lose to Tampa in 7, then it's like it hurts, but tip your caps to another good team. But Carolina, as it stands right now, will have a cakewalk there. They will play Boston. If the playoffs started today, they will play Boston in round 1, and Boston's nothing special. The old Pasternak and Bergeron days are kind of done there. And looking like probably Montreal in round 2. Like, neither of those teams scare me.
Yeah.
They really don't.
All right. There's your Canes update from Alex Harper. Mike P. says Bussy has been shaky since the break.
He has. He really has. Now Carolina has 3 goaltenders and not one of them with a 900 save percentage. So Bussy has kind of been struggling. He was really good last night, though, I will say. The 3-1 loss was not his fault.
Good news is Canes score a lot of goals, right? So
they score a lot of goals.
I heard you talking last week. Their goal, what was it? Like shot on goal percentage or something? You were breaking down the numbers.
Yeah, so it gets confusing. This is like advanced statistics, but their finishing rate, Carolina has one of the better offenses in the league. They have like a top 5 offense in the league, but they are, I believe, dead last in finishing percentage. So, like, they're getting a ton of shots on the net.
Yeah.
But they're not efficient with their goal scoring.
Mike P. says, sounds like he kind of agrees with you. It's Stanley Cup finals or bust. If the Avs aren't in the Stanley Cup, then it's cup or bust. So kind of saying what you're saying, that, hey, you lose to the best team, I guess.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm nervous. There's enough concerns there to where I wouldn't bet a ton of money or bet my house on a Stanley Cup final. But like at the end of the day, this is still really good. This is a really good Hurricanes team, one of the better Hurricanes teams we've had in a while. And Stanley Cup is not out of the question like it has been the last couple of years. But now it's about, there's no hope anymore. Let's actually go do it.
Mike P., what would you say the percentage is of the best regular season team winning the Stanley Cup each year?
Rarely.
Right. So
the President's Trophy is kind of a curse.
Yeah. So, it's wide open once you get there, which makes a lot say the hockey playoffs are the best postseason in sports.
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
One of those people.
All right, Harp, you going to catch any Pirate baseball this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it out one day this weekend. If not, I'll definitely be listening on the radio for sure.
I have not told you.
TV.
I've not told you this. Boy, my piece says 5%. That's a crazy number. Talked to Blake Harrell last Friday.
Dude, how's my guy?
He wants another 3-point contest.
I want it too.
We have talked dates. We are looking at. Can you get out of school one day? We are looking at possibly Thursday, March 26th as the date.
I'm not even joking. I will call in PTO and take a half day. I will take a half day. You said Thursday when?
The 26th. So 2 Thursdays from now, I believe.
Let me add that to my calendar.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Blake Harrell so much.
And I'm going to try to get a couple of other maybe Pirate footballers out there from the past as well. So,
dude, let's go.
But Alex Harper, the reigning, defending, how does Paul Heyman put it, champion?
Undisputed.
So if you're unable to go, we'll have to do another one on another date. The champion of this year versus you for the great at WrestleMania.
Nah, man, this is like the Masters. This is the Super Bowl. just because you won last year, that doesn't promise you anything the next time around. So if I can't even show up, that's completely on me.
All right. Thanks for hanging out. You're welcome to hang out, Harp, but I got a Danny Beal interview coming up.
Dude,
your call.
Let's listen to Danny Beal.
Let's do that when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. We're back with you after this.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event, all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
When work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series, or go big with the 1000 line, built for 3, 5, or 6. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
What's up, y'all? This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church. Easter is the time of hope, joy, and new life, and you're invited to celebrate with us at Eastern Pines Church in Greenville, North Carolina. Join us on April 3rd with an inspiring night of music at our Good Friday concert at 7 p.m. Then bring the whole family Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. for our community Easter egg hunt, and celebrate the victory of Jesus with uplifting worship Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m. Come worship with us on April 5th at Eastern Pines Church on Portertown Road or online at easternpineschurch.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is fully stocked with an excellent selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Whether you're looking to upgrade or to get a vehicle for a new driver, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
All right, some scores going on right now. Tennessee up 45-41 on Vanderbilt in the second half. 14 minutes left to go. Toledo, an early 6-point lead over UMass in the first half. In the semifinals of the MAC, Duquesne has a 15-11 lead over VCU in the Atlantic 10 quarterfinal. Big East semis about to get underway. Seton Hall and St. John's at 5:30. It is beyond 5:30, so they should be beginning soon. Purdue, Nebraska in the Big Ten, 6:30, and then Big 12 semis and ACC semis get underway at 7 o'clock. Iowa State, Arizona in the Big 12, Miami, Virginia in the ACC on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. All right, let's hear from DB, Danny Beal, as we talk Pirate baseball and more. Well, Carter, now we're ready to go. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate reliever. He is Danny Beal. DB, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Clipper? How are we?
Hey, doing great. Enthralled with all the hoops and enjoying some Pirate blowout midweek baseball victories as well. And good grief, Danny, that was just incredible to watch and follow. And, you know, you can poo-poo the opponents all you want, but just take a look around America at what happens during the midweek. And I'm very happy with midweek wins, you know, much less midweek blowouts. So how about what the Pirates were able to do this week against ODU and William & Mary?
Yeah, back-to-backs, especially when you go home then road, are always tough. And to have that kind of showing offensively was very impressive. I thought it was really cool to watch just from the aspect of Parker getting a hit too as well. But that was a full team effort all week, especially on spring break when, you know, you don't have school. It's going to be hard not to focus on other stuff, but they did a good job of dialing in and doing a good job of taking care of business.
And the lack of pitchers used, Danny, is huge in a 5-game week. You feel like you got a pretty good arsenal for Penn coming up this weekend too, right?
Yeah, no, that's always big. It sounds weird to say, but like the least amount of arms you can use throughout the middle of the week to save them for the bigger weekend series, obviously, is always important, as you guys know. So always big to be able to do that in non-conference play.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny's name still mentioned a lot. I was watching Coastal and ECU Sunday at tiebreakers with Mully, and I don't know what inning, maybe 4th or 5th inning. Mully said Danny Beal would have already thrown 27 innings this weekend if he was on the roster. But Pirates kind of still looking for answers, and I think finding some answers out of the bullpen right now. So how about this pitching staff overall? Gavin Van Kempen's been phenomenal. We're still waiting on kind of All-American Norby to show up. Man, Kobe Weber has got a very bright future. So happy with the starters. How about the rest of the pitching unit here?
Yeah, it's early. You're still, like, I kind of mentioned it, I feel like a couple weeks ago when we talked. You're still determining roles as a reliever this early on, and guys will settle in. You've seen it with guys like Sean and other fellows like that where they've really shined and worked their way in. I know Gavin Marley had a big outing the other day to kind of get his feet back under him after a couple of rough ones in a row as well. So it's been cool to see those guys compete, and especially in those big moments. The better teams you can play earlier in the year, that will help you later down the road when you're in big moments, and, you know, in June and in May, and in games that are really, really mattering in terms of, you know, deciding your season. So it's cool to see those guys compete, and they'll continue to work on it. They'll continue to get better as the year goes on, as they always do, especially in the bullpen. And I'm glad that they're spreading the wealth around a little bit, not just relying on, you know, 2 or 3 guys.
Danny, we sit here in mid-March. I've already given up on the team twice. Happened after the Friday night game against North Carolina, then after Friday and Saturday against Coastal, and both times the Pirates bounced back in big ways. And really, that Coastal series could have gone either way, Friday or Saturday, but the reality is it went their way and not our way. But a great response, and I don't know. I don't think this team needs to have their back to the wall to play well, but you can speak to it, man. So many games, so many practices, bullpens, everything that you guys have to stay all in no matter what the results are. But, man, it's great to see them bounce back when they do face a little adversity.
Yeah, you and everybody else that doubts them are morons. I want to say that first and foremost. I'm going to channel my inner CG. Like, you've seen it, like, as bad as it was last year at some points. Like, the fact that that locker room is as good as it is now, even better than it was last year from what Coach Godwin has said, like, there's never going to be a point in time where they're not going to show up on any given day, no matter how bad or how good they look the day prior. So it goes to show, like, after those Carolina games, after those Coastal games, when you're playing really good teams, both of those games being on the road or at neutral sites, like, it's big to see them come out and really put their foot on the gas and try to come back. And Sunday was great, obviously, at Coastal, and they will continue to do that. There will be slip ups, as all of the great teams, as you know, I played on, and all the great players I played with. It will happen. It's baseball. That's why it's the greatest sport ever. But it is a testament of a really good team to be able to fight back and bounce back, especially on the weekend.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, Pirates need to keep racking up some wins. Next week you got Elon, and then conference play begins with UAB. And how about the week after that? Duke midweek, UTSA early in the conference season on the road. So that's going to be a monster week for East Carolina. I know it's day-to-day, game-to-game, but I don't know. Do you ever catch yourself kind of looking at the schedule, looking ahead as a player? Did you ever do that?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't. No, it's not necessarily looking at, like, ahead, but it's almost like you're circling games on the calendar. Like, we would always look forward to the state midweek games. Obviously, when we started playing Carolina in a weekend series, that was always a blast. But, you know, I feel like the coaches and the players do a really good job of understanding, like, it's the next game. We don't have enough talent. We're not, you know, the LSUs and the UCLAs of the world where we can just kind of roll the balls out and play, which is, I think, the exact same way Coach Godwin would want it. I don't think he'd have it any other way. So to be able to have that mentality of it doesn't really matter who we're playing against ourselves is really important, and they've embodied that so far.
Yeah, and I was going to bring that up too with Penn coming in this weekend. Not a great record. It's weird because their first two games of the year, they lost 1-0 and 2-1 to Texas A&M, and Game 3 was 7-1, and it wasn't anything crazy. So you got to feel pretty good coming out of that weekend at College Station, but they've only been able to win 2 games since then. So they come in with a bad record. I feel like in basketball and football, it's a little easier to overlook an opponent than baseball, because baseball, you never know with the pitcher on the mound and everything. So, what's it like as a player facing a team with a bad record? You're still challenging yourself, playing against yourself, as you said a moment ago, right?
You got to kind of not even realize that. I mean, J-Dub and I both played with a couple guys that played for Penn in summer ball a few years ago, and they're like they've made regionals. They took Auburn to the brink last year, or I guess 2 years ago in their regional. They're a really good team, and I think no matter what jersey the other person's wearing, whether it's like you said A&M or whether it's whatever school, like you have to take everybody the exact same, because everybody has a guy out of the bullpen. Everybody has a really good Friday night starter. Yeah. Everybody has a really good 2 or 3 hole hitter. Like, those things, if you lapse in the details, will come back to hurt you, and that is the difference between hosting a regional and being a 2 or 3 seed on the road in June.
Danny Beal joining us, and Danny, looking forward to seeing these young arms grow for East Carolina. What role does AK play in that? How does he take a guy year 1 and turn him into a stud year 2, year 3, year 4? What's the secret sauce in that with Austin Knight?
There's not necessarily a secret sauce. It's just the fact that he's just a really good coach. And to be a really good coach, you have to recruit really good players, which is also a testament to the job that him and Coach Palumbo have done, and the fact that, having a former player like Jake on staff with the pitching side of it, obviously with Pack and Franny on the other side on offense, you have guys that have been in the fight as of late. Obviously, Coach G, or JP, and AK have been, playing before, but having guys that played and wore the purple and gold is a big deal. And having it be on either side of the ball with AK. It is so much fun to watch these guys and see them develop, because he has gotten, and you can see ever since he started in 22, for each year he's, developed a stud. Trey was a prime example of it, Shank, all those guys, and now you're seeing it with transfers like GVK and other guys, and it's really fun to watch. And he's when Coach G says it, he means it, and he's right. He is the best pitching coach in the country.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, I wish the World Baseball Classic would start a week or two earlier, because I'm in hoops mode watching every conference tournament these last couple of weeks. How much of the World Baseball Classic have you watched?
I've watched a ton. It was funny. We had a staff meeting the other day at where I work at, and our boss was talking about, our GM was talking about how he's like, you guys need to be able to, almost like a Coach Godwin speech of you need to watch these games and know what's going on to have a feel of the game, and be able to understand baseball culture and stuff like that. And then that night they lost to Italy, and it was like a nice jinx. But no, it's been a blast. And I think this is a little, nerd in me, but they scheduled it out perfectly, Clip, to where the semifinals and finals are Monday and Tuesday next week.
Okay,
and then
beautiful.
You roll right into March Madness. It's perfect.
All right, I'm down with that for sure. And the Americans advance. When do they play again, Danny? Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight at 8.
Okay.
Logan Webb versus Mike Soroka. They're playing Canada.
Mike Soroka. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I used him in my Immaculate Grid yesterday. That was a pretty good pull. But they're playing Canada, and then they play the winner of, I believe, Korea and the Dominican, which will be fun because the Dominicans, dude, they can freaking mash.
Any worry about Canada getting revenge after the hockey win we had in the Olympics?
Well, the good thing is they don't have the 1 and 2 best players in their respective sport on Canada,
Right.
so I think we'll be in good shape. I sure hope so, because if we lose to Canada, that'd be quite embarrassing.
How cool was it to see Zach Agnos sit down? I sent him a text. Thank you for your disservice to our country. And he said, "Hey, when my name is called, I will perform my duty." And he sat down. What was it? Harper, Judge, Schwarber.
Judge, yeah. It's hard to, it's not hard to watch. It's funny to watch him as he gets these guys out. I think he had a get over on Judge's ball when he got him out, and it was seeing him stand next to Judge, and I'd be it's I don't know how you're just not smiling, looking around, be I just got Aaron Judge out. He's playing the big, so it's a little bit different from his perspective, but it is so cool to have see him have success against guys like that.
Danny, you been gambling on any hoops? You been watching any college basketball?
Trying to stay away. I'm advising guys on in my office, where the office, as you can imagine, during conference tournament week when games start around lunch, has been a madhouse. It's been a little casino in there almost. But no, it's been fun to watch. It's been cool. I went to the Carolina game last night. I caught the back half of the Duke game at the Spectrum Center.
Nice.
And then saw the Carolina game, which was cool. But no, it's the best week. It's this feast week, and then the first weekend of March Madness. It's so much fun, man.
No doubt. Do you have? Are you ready to write a team on the final line next week, or do you need to see the pairings and matchups and everything?
I have 2 futures on Michigan and Florida.
Ooh.
So Michigan's chalky, but I really like Florida, man. If they make threes, they're going to be so tough to beat. They're experienced. They got a really good coach. They're just, if that is the catalyst. If they can make threes, if they can shoot 30% from 3 any given game, they're not going to lose.
I went a little Big 12 crazy. I take Houston every year, so I got a future on them. But
As you should.
Also Arizona, and I feel better about Arizona maybe than the Cougs. So
tonight's going to be a good game. They play Iowa State. That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah, and so are they going away with the? Are they keeping the LED court? I guess they're keeping it for the rest of this tournament, or are they getting rid of it? I heard today that they were getting rid of it.
I have not been on the Twitter machine today, so that is news to me. Although it has been very funny to see them mess with it, and they were making jokes last week about how some dude would hack it and start playing 2K during the game and just mess with the players on the court. But no, I thought it was a cool aspect, and there's health benefits to it as well. I heard the shock absorbance is better than a hardwood floor or something like that. But it's something new. It's crazy. It's cool.
Yeah, good stuff. Danny Beal joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. DB. Enjoyed it. Let's catch up in a week or two and reconvene, and we'll talk some conference Pirate baseball as we get ready for American play. But appreciate you joining us today, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited, and I'm actually wanted to shout out Brandon Golden as well. He's still doing a show and doing a great job. But there's a few of us, me, Garrett Sale, and a couple other guys that are doing some remote pitching stuff with him. So any of the folks in Greenville that want to get up with Sailor and I want to do some lessons or other stuff like that,
Nice.
please reach out. But we're excited, and hopefully we can get some of the kiddos in Pirate Nation better.
How'd they get up with you, Danny?
You can reach me on Instagram. You could, I'm sure there's a bunch of folks that have my phone number. And there's other ways you could probably come to the Pirate Radio studio.
I was gonna say contact Pirate Radio, and we'll hook you up as well. That's cool, man. Good luck with that.
It's exciting stuff, especially with BG and Sailor. So it'll be cool. But excited to get started with those guys.
Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, Patriots free agency. Any splashes? Anything you like, dislike?
Dobbs is fine. I mean, there's a couple defensive guys that I've been upset about losing. Chason was tough to the Commanders. You'll like him a lot. I'm trying to think of who else. I would really.
Diggs. Do you care about that?
I initially thought that he lied about something in regards to his lawsuit or whatever, but apparently it was just a salary dump, which it is what it is. But I hope Dobbs isn't the replacement for him. But I think at this stage it's going to be tough to get a fair trade with the Eagles for AJ. But I just think Howie's just going to put us in a body bag and he's going to make us give us 3 firsts or something crazy like that. But I would be cool with AJ Brown, and there's some other stuff. But overall, not bad. I'm ready to see what they do in training camp.
All right, and Tatum is back, so maybe another second.
Oh, so awesome, man!
For Danny.
God, it's so awesome. They're so much fun to watch. Last night was a tough loss.
Appreciate it, dude. We'll check in with you again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Clipper.
Bill joining us, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up and send you off into your weekend. Back with you after this timeout.
March Madness, everybody. Can you feel it?
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 p.m. this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run, you could win an additional $50 to $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win. Thanks to Cucinella's with locations Midtown across from Best Buy and downtown across from Sup Dogs and online at Facebook and Instagram. Pirate Radio, your station for winners and your home for March.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 43 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Greenville Motor Company, celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another down day for the Dow, finishing out the week. The Dow was down 119 points and finished at 46,558. The NASDAQ was down 206 points at 22,105. S&P fell 40 points and finished out the week at 6,632. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Cliff.
All right. Man, love all these games on during our show. It's going to kind of stink next Monday when we come in, and there will be no games on, but we will have brackets to discuss. So we will be talking a lot of March Madness. We'll be recapping ECU Penn, getting you ready for ECU Elon and ECU UAB next week, plus throwing a little spring football to the mix as well. And who knows, could be previewing some ECU women's NCAA tournament action. Shirley, what is your prediction for the next 2 days for the ECU women's team? What do you think happens?
Dub and dub. We going dancing.
I'm going to go dub and I'm going to say Rice gets it done.
Oh, no.
I hope I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I just think that this team is I was worried that they would take that Rice loss and turn it into 2, which was exactly what happened. They ended up losing, I think, to Memphis right after that. But I think since then, since then they have locked in, and I think they want a chance at Rice. They're not going to look past UTSA tonight because they know that if they hiccup there, they're not going to get their shot at Rice, and they want Rice. They want a pot of rice. They're going to steam that sucker.
They got to lock in. They got to raise up. But most importantly, they got to
clamp down.
They got to clamp down. Tulsa clamped down and came all the way back and forced overtime in the American men's quarterfinal, 69-69 as they go to overtime against North Texas. Busy day on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Buck. We'll talk to you Monday on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Continue our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. We already have our first entry into the Midwest.
Yep, already.
We'll do the Midwest on Monday, West on Tuesday, and everybody that calls in and gets in wins a free lunch to Cuccinella's. We will see you. Thank you, Shirley. Carter, great job this week. Appreciate you, and thank you all for tuning in. Talk to you Monday. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.